welcome to YouGarden TV on a Thursday afternoon. We're live from myself, Stuart, Adam Walcott. We're here till 4 p.m. and we've got a whole load of new plants, brand new bargains for you, loads of great offers, double up deals, pre-planted baskets. We've got lime, we've got roses, we've got shrubs, we've got garden readies, so much choice. We've got new pots and containers as well. Adam, it's going to be a great show. What are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm looking forward to the lime, because we haven't had lime very, very often. The pre-planted hanging baskets are good as well, with their lovely tumbling tomatoes. And we've got a brilliant new Rose of the Week as well, which is going to be a stunner.
So much awesome stuff. Can't wait to share it all with you. If you're watching with us, please get involved in the chat, no matter where you are. If you're on YouTube, use the YouTube chat. If you're on Facebook, use the Facebook chat. I've got an iPad back here. We can see your comments. We can get involved. And if you want to email us, yes, you can. Send us your emails. We want to see your photos of your garden. Any comments, any questions, send them into YGTV@yougarden.com, and you can interact with us live here on the show every Thursday 2 till 4. Now, Adam, I do have a small announcement to make. We're normally live on a Sunday at the moment. We won't be live this Sunday. I do apologise, because we're going live Bank Holiday Monday.
You are.
Bank Holiday Monday, 11 a.m. Be here with Bex and Matt. If you want to watch this show, we will put this show out again on Sunday for anybody who missed it. But yeah, we'll also be telling everybody in that show, watch us Monday, Bank Holiday Special on YouGarden TV. But we've got so much to see, we need to get going. Use this week's offer code YGTV2126. That's what gets you the discount, gets you the free shipping on everything in the show, including the compost, including your favourite heavy-duty pots, and including this amazing lime tree. We've done oranges lately, we've done lemons, we've had kumquats before. This is a citrus key lime.
The great thing about this, Stu, as well, it's as easy to grow as the lemon or the orange. I know lots and lots of you have already bought the oranges and lemons, and it needs exactly the same kind of conditions. So when you get this home, if you want to pot it on, use ericaceous compost. That's really, really important. But the good news now is, because we've got this heat wave coming, we're heading towards the end of May, we're going into summer. These plants can stay outside. They don't need to go indoors. Introduce them gradually to the outside. Don't put them straight out into the full-on sunshine. You wouldn't do that with your own skin. Don't do it with the leaves of this plant, because they'll get scorched. Introduce them gradually, then they can sit outside in that super sunny spot all through summer. They'll put lots of growth on for you. Eventually you'll see beautiful flowers that are super fragrant. All citrus flowers are incredibly, incredibly sweetly fragrant. And in the autumn, before the frosts return, then you can take it back indoors somewhere bright, reduce the watering, and there's even a little tiny lime already on there that you can see developing. So you can and you will be able to grow your own homegrown limes. This isn't a gimmick tree. This is a proper lime tree that will grow proper size, super ripe, really nice limes. And citrus end up doing lots of things at one time eventually. So as this tree gets bigger and bigger, the trunk will get wider, not any taller, but the growth all happens on top. You'll end up with a plant that's flowering, that's got little embryonic limes, that's got limes developing like this, and limes that you can actually pick because they're ripe and ready to pick from your own lime tree. And that can take sort of 10 to 12 months for those limes to fully ripen. And it might be from one year to the next, it might be in the same year. You just have to go with. But they are a real treat, a real joy, and you can grow your own limes, to use in cooking, to put in your favourite drink, or whatever you want to use them for, really.
It can be done. If you've not bought citrus from us here at YouGarden before, these are all incredible quality plants. They're grown for us by our suppliers in Sicily until they're big enough and strong enough to bring here to the UK, give them a much better chance of survival here in the UK. Follow all of Adam's advice, how to look after them in the winter, and make sure they get lots of sun in the sunshine in the summer. And then you can be growing your own citrus fruits at home in the UK.
And they'll get bigger and bigger year on year. If you ever need to prune them, do that February time, and just prune out any branches that are growing inwards, rubbing or scraping, or got a little bit damaged. That's all you need to do. Don't go, don't go berserk on the pruning. And I've got to say, I mean, that discount club price of £25.49 for a 4-litre citrus plant like this, that is extraordinary. I've seen these in the garden centres, and they are really, really expensive. Our prices on these are phenomenal, and the quality of the plant, what you see in front of Stu and myself, is what we're going to send out to you.
Yeah, exactly. These plants have been big enough, strong enough, established enough, grown by our friends in Sicily until they're ready to come to the UK, and then they can fruit for you at home. We can't guarantee that any come with fruit on, but this is a wonderful example here to show you that the plant is big enough, is strong enough to start making its own fruit, and you can do it at home with a £10 saving today and free shipping when you use that discount code. When you get to checkout, YGTV2126, that's going to take the postage off you. So you're saving $6.99 on your postage, you're saving £10 by shopping here at YouGarden, and then club members, you're getting your extra 15% off as well. Be a club member, make sure you're logged in before you check out. £25.49 delivered price to you. If you're not a club member, you can join at any time, even when you check out for your very first order, and get 15% off all of your plant purchases.
Just one quick thing, when you get this home, don't shove your hand straight into the box and go to grab this.
Bit prickly.
Because they do have some spines on them.
Yeah.
So undo the box around it and lift it out by the pot. Otherwise, you might give yourself a bit of an unpleasant surprise.
Good point. Yeah, a lot of citrus trees and those bougainvilleas. I really found out on the bougainvilleas today. I went to grab one of those and suddenly remembered they had spines as one went through my finger. Yeah. So sorry if you're a bit squeamish, but yeah, these do have big thorns. Look out for it. It's amazing how big they get on these citrus plants. But you'll be impressed how big your fruits get as well. If you want to go for that one, 680324. You can find it again on our show page or type that number in at yougarden.com. You'll be able to find out even more details about the key lines. Any more information you need about how to order, where to find us, just get involved in the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat and we can help you out. I know a lot of our regulars are in there. They'll give you guidance as well. We've got some pre-planted baskets today, Adam, and these are our tomato Tumbling Toms. We have run out of Tumbling Tom tomato plugs, but before we sold out of them, we popped some of these into hanging baskets. I like that they're red as well.
Yeah,
red tomato, a red basket.
It's been thought through, isn't it? Which is good.
And each of these got multiple plugs in, and all you're going to have to do is hang them up, water them, and you've got tomatoes.
It's as simple as that. And you know what? They're even flowering already for you as well. In fact, you can see the little yellow flowers on these at the front here. So they're going to get pollinated by the bees. I love the smell of the foliage. Always reminds me of my granddad. My granddad was a really
nostalgic aroma about your granddad's greenhouse, sniffing tomato leaves.
Yeah, he was an avid tomato grower and grew beautiful tomatoes every year. But I mean, this is really easy for you. I mean, if you're a new gardener, a novice gardener, if you're really busy, you've just not got time to go out and get all the individual constituents, all you've got to do, just open the box, hang these up in a nice, bright, sunny spot, keep them well watered, feed them, and that's important, to keep them really, really well fed. And for month after month after month, you're going to get these beautiful trusses of super sweet, sort of large cherry-sized tomatoes. A lot of them won't even make it into the house. You'll sort of graze on these hanging baskets. You'll come in from work or wherever, you'll see the ripe fruit, and it'll be, oh, lovely, oh, lovely, oh, lovely. And they just won't make it indoors. They are prolific. They'll sort of tumble down over the side. You've got the foliage, you've got the lovely flowers, and then also they'll bring in the pollinators as well.
Yep, these come with the hangers as well. These come in the box. You just need to clip them on. Really quick and easy to do that. But if you wanted to just keep them as pots, if you've got somewhere up high you want to grow them, that's brilliant. But remember, this is a tumbling variety, so it is going to trail. The fruit are going to come down around the outsides. I was just trying to figure out how many plugs are in here. These are really, look at the stalks on these, really thick.
Three, I think, Stu.
Established plants. I think there's 3 plants on each one. You're right, Adam.
Really nice big, and they are so healthy and vigorous. You can tell by how dark the foliage is. There's no yellowing, there's no chlorosis or anything like that. And the fact that they're already fruiting, what we're kind of 3rd week of May, I think probably by the 3rd week of June, you'll be picking your first little tomatoes on these.
Well, do you want to get what they've been planted in?
Well, I can tell by looking at it. Our premium professional compost.
That's all it needs. That's all it needs. You've got everything you need here. As difficult as this, I just hung it up in a few seconds. If you've got some hanging hooks to put these on, brilliant, use them. If not, set some wires off as well, you can. If you haven't used our premium professional compost before, you can get 100 litres a day for $24.98 delivered, $21.23 for the club members, but also, if you double up, you get 200 litres today for $36.98. That is the best price we sell that at anywhere. So if you do need some more compost, don't forget to stock up. All the regulars, go and check how many bags you've got. If you've got less than 2 bags, I would fill up. My order is coming this week. I do have to get some more.
I had some more arrive yesterday, thank goodness.
Phew. So if you want those tomatoes as well, don't forget the Tumbling Tom hanging baskets. You get a pair in the red containers with the hanging hooks. 3 tomato plants in each, ready to start fruiting for you. All the hard work's been done, or even double up on those. You can get 4 of them. Maybe a couple for yourself, a couple for a friend, or maybe give one away as a gift. That'd be a fantastic gift, giving somebody the gift of tomatoes all summer. Adam says these are going to be fruiting as early as next month for you as well. $14.99 is the price for 2, including your postage, or double up for only $10. £8 more. Fantastic value here on YouGarden TV. If you want to grow your own tomatoes, can't say fairer and more affordable in that. If you're looking for any other grow your own coming up later, we do have the honeyberries back in stock. This is a triple pack of the honeyberries, so you're going to get loads of fruit off these, or again, even double up and get 6 of them. You could have a whole allotment, grow your own patch of honeyberry. This
unique, hedge.
Yeah.
Honeyberry hedge.
Honey hedge.
That'd be good.
I'd love that. Honeyberry has shrunk the hedge. That'd be amazing. £12.72 gets you 3 of those. Well, don't forget, you can double up if you want to, those super fruits, the blue fruits. And also coming up later, you'll see our thornless blackberry. So it's a blackberry, but without the one thing everybody hates about blackberries, which is the thorns. So you can grow your own blackberries at home. You don't have to go off scrumping and trying to get them off the hedgerows with everybody else foraging for your blackberries, tearing your arms to shreds. You can have your own at home, never been fresher, never been juicier. Grow those in our premium professional compost as well. Also the option to double up. You'll see those all in more detail later on in today's show. We're here till 4 o'clock with you. But right now it's time for some garden ready. Have you got your garden ready bedding in yet? Have you got your summer bedding, your pots, containers sorted out? Are you still clinging on to those winter baskets, to those winter tubs? Have you still got your winter pansies in and you're thinking, well, it's about time I got some summer plants? We recommend these gazania.
These are great. These are great for that really super bright, sunny position. Very, very drought tolerant once established. And although we talk about these as being annual plants, in that really good, happy spot, these can come back year after year. I've seen that in customers' gardens. Bex has grown these and has got them to come back from one season to another. Beds and borders, pots and containers, hanging baskets, window boxes, they do adore the sun. So if you can find that sunny position, the flowers are just amazing. You've got these sort of concentric bands of beautiful colours fusing out from the middle. You can see why they call them tiger stripes. I mean, look at the lovely coloration, each of those petals. They open up in the sun. They flower for about 3 to 4 months, and I've seen them in customers' gardens in that really sunny position, flowering right up to the end of October, even into early November before the really cold frost kick in. The flowers are about 6 inches tall. Deadhead them. That's all you need to do on these. If you keep deadheading, you'll encourage more flowers, and of course water and feed as well. And I'm looking at the one in front of me now, and already I can see, if I just knock the leaves down, look at that, Stu. There's already little tiny, there you go, look at that. Already a flower spike developing. So these will be flowering for you in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Get them in your garden, get them planted out. This is a pack of 10 available, £9.34, less than £1 a plant. And don't forget, it is a delivered price on YouGarden TV when you use that offer code, YGTV2126. Are these good bedfellows for other plants as well? Would you underplant them? Would you plant them with other bedding? I would go for other plants that like lots of full-on sun. So you go for petunias, for example, that would love to grow with these, the coronet, dianthus, or the sweet williams. They would look really good as well. Loads of options. So don't forget, this is our garden ready selection, although we do have other garden readies available in today's live. This is the Petunia Easy Wave Mix, so the same size plant we just saw, a pack of 10 of those. You can get 10 of the Easy Wave Ultimate Mix in all of these fantastic colours, the pinks and the whites and the blues and purples for you. Again, same price, £9.34, so maybe mix and match your summer bedding today and get that awesome value. These are brilliant in hanging baskets as well. And another one we recommend is the Begonia Sahara, a long flowering begonia. And Adam, as the name suggests, would these be quite drought tolerant? They are drought tolerant, but also they're very good for shady situations. So if you've got that shadier, damper part of the garden, they'll do very well there, along with the busy lizzies, for example, the solar flare busy lizzies, if you want to grow those two together. So in other words, our bedding ranges cover everything from full sun to shade, from dry soils to damp soils. So you can have colour in all those different parts of the garden with these garden-ready bedding plants right the way up until November. These days, generally, we're not getting damaging frosts in most parts of the country now to the 2nd or 3rd week in November, and these will just keep going until they're stopped by the frost. I don't know how we can afford to keep doing this, Adam. 10 plants coming out for £9.34, including your postage if you are a Discount Club member. And if you're not a Discount Club member, please think about joining, because you can save so much money throughout the year. Even if all you buy from us is like our premium professional compost and a couple of plants, you're still going to get your money back.
You're going to get other postage vouchers as well. You're going to get £5 vouchers, one every 3 months. You can spend one per season. Just make sure you're checking the expiry dates on those vouchers. Spend them before they run out. And if you want bigger purchases like outdoor machinery, if you need a lawnmower, a hedge trimmer, if you want a garden bench, garden furniture, you want a cold store, or even a greenhouse, 7.5% off those as well. A year's membership at the moment only costs you £10. And if you join for £10 and leave that on auto renewal, you are only going to pay £10 forevermore ad infinitum, because we promise that you will always pay the price that you joined at. Amazing value if that's what you want to do, and save 15% on all of the plants and accessories you see here on YouGarden TV, and save 7.5% on all of your bigger purchases as well. Those are the garden readies. If you want to go for any of those, they're available on our show page. If you need more information, again, let us know in the chat. We're going to be looking at your comments and questions soon. How about these, Adam? The Chrysanthemum garden mum.
I grow these.
You do?
I grew them last year. They're
Have you
coming
got them
up
coming
again.
up now?
I have, yeah, and I love them. I absolutely adored them because they gave me colour right the way up until the end of November, even into December. Now, they did look a bit dog-eared by December, but they kept going for ages and ages and ages, and they are sort of plants that respond to the shorter day length. So the actual shorter days encourage these to flower. And if you plant 3 of these in a pot, for example, or 5, you can get these lovely domed displays in all different colours. Just remember, when they arrive, they're labelled, so you'll see the colour labelling on the front of the packaging, and then there's corresponding embossed letters below, so you know which colour's which. Don't just throw them straight out of the box, or you won't know. So you could mix them up. That's what I did with mine. I just went for a complete mix.
That's a jumble.
Yeah, but you might want to actually have certain colours in certain spaces. And what I did with mine, I actually pinched the top out on mine, which looks a bit brutal when you do it. But what that does, so you've got this plant here, for example. All you do is you just pinch the top out like that. And then
always gets me when he does that.
We've
only just started growing these plugs on, Adam.
That encourages loads and loads of side shoots. So rather than a straight up plant, you'll now get a really super rounded, bushy plant.
That is the look we like with the chrysanthemum, isn't it?
It is,
domed,
yes.
bushy plant, loads of flowers, really thick flowers. You don't want to see any of the foliage under there.
You don't want a leggy looking plant, and you would do that because these are like your spray chrysanths. Now, if you was growing the incurve types, you'd do the opposite. You just pick out the side shoots and leave the middle bud. But on these, pick the top out. They'll shoot out really, really well. And it's only May. So, and remember, these will not start flowering to the end of August, thereabouts, but then they'll go all the way through, right until mid, even late autumn, giving that late summer colour, bringing in the pollinators and making beautiful cut flowers as well.
So we're going to pop these on. These aren't ready to go outdoors yet.
Yeah, I would pop those on a little bit, Stu. You could put them straight in the ground now because it is frost-free, but I would pop them on into 9cm pots, grow them on for another couple of 2 or 3 weeks, and then when they've got that really beautiful fibrous root system in our compost, plant them where you want them to flower this autumn.
I'm just going to run you through the colours. You get 6 different colours, 3 of each. There's the red, the yellow, the pink, the white, the orange, and the gold. So if you want to keep those colour schemes, then you can, or maybe mix those up in an arrangement of your choice.
And that's how you can get them to grow. Now, if you want that look, you need to put 3 or 5 in a pot, and then they'll all grow together and they'll all spill out beautifully and give you those oval kind of domes of colour. And of course, if you pinch them out as well, you can create that look.
Fantastic value there. 18 plug plants you're getting for $16.99 as a club member, or $19.99 if you're not. It's still fantastic value. Don't forget, it's free postage always here when you use that offer code YGTV2126. It'll be 2126 in just 100 years' time. I just want to say hello to a few people in the chat. It's lovely to see everybody. Thank you for getting in with us. Nice to see you. Callisto, Marisha here. Billy's in as well. Gillian, nice to see you. I've got everybody's emails coming in as well. We'll do your emails later. You can send those in to us now if you want. Anne's in, Werner's in, Suzanne is here, Neil is here as well. Says good afternoon, Adam, Stu, Jake and Matt. Hello, Jake. I don't know if Jake's watching. He might be. And the gang is all here. Let us know if you've got any questions. Let us know if you've got any queries or if there's anything you want to know or more information on. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you out. So make sure you're saying hello to everyone in the YouTube chat. Matt's got his eyes on Facebook for us as well. Matt's in. If you don't know who Matt is, Matt's next door. He's pushing all the buttons and making all the things happen so you can see us and hear us and watch all the videos. So he has to sit next door where all the buttons are, but we don't forget about him. He's always telling us what to do. He's a good lad. He's looking after us really well. Penny, hiya Penny. See, she's on Facebook. I wouldn't have known if Matt hadn't told me. Nice to see you all. Who's saying about the Chelsea Flower Show? I was watching Chelsea Flower Show. Adam, Would you ever think of doing one of the display gardens? Now, you have previously.
Yeah, I mean, I've done 5 or 6 gardens at the Chelsea Flower Show, but yeah, I would. I don't think my other half would, but I would.
Is it a big stress?
It's a lot of work.
It's a big undertaking.
It's half a year of your life really taken out to get a garden done for Chelsea.
He's been there, done that, but if YouGarden did one, I'm sure we could drag him along for the fun.
Well, yeah, I'd do it for YouGarden. If YouGarden would do it.
There we go. We'll have to get some commitment from the head gardener.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
And so I grow my tomatoes from seed, but I have far too many plants. I think I'll be planting them out tomorrow. That is the advantage of those hanging baskets, is you get the right amount of plants in the pot. But it's always really nice to start potting them out, stick them out in the front of your house and sell them for a couple of pence, or give them away if you know people who'd really enjoy them. So I took seed from my tomatoes, Mauritia. I bought some in Madeira. We'll see which are best. Well, you have to sell them for more, and then say they're Madeira tomatoes.
I knew that was coming.
Nice to see so many of you. Suzanne says she's got loads of bees on a ceanothus this morning. We do have a twin pack of ceanothus coming up for you later if you don't have a ceanothus standard. And we have a brand new video of the ceanothus standard as well, and Matt hasn't spotted yet. Right, those are the chrysanthemums if you want to go for those. Don't forget about the garden readies we just saw. But now, I am really excited about this because we have some brand new Alstroemeria. We had the Alstroemeria Indian Summer for the last couple of years. We've got 3 brand new colours, and you can get them all in one purchase here for $15.29. And when we say jumbo plug plants, Adam, that's not just a jumbo plug plant.
Look at the root system. Now,
that's enormous.
Alstroemerias do have a really, really vigorous root system. In fact,
like 7 centimetres around. It's enormous. Look at this plant.
I know, they almost form these little kind of tubers underneath, or little rhizomes. And Alstroemerias are one of the most giving of all the herbaceous perennials. By herbaceous perennials, I mean plants that come up in springtime, and then they look gorgeous all the way through the summer to late autumn. Then they die down to ground level, autumn, through the winter, and then they come back year after year. Now, my other half grows these. My next door neighbour has got loads of Alstroemerias in her front garden. She's got one called Indian Summer, and they flower all the way up until the frost actually knocks them down. And they even take a little bit of light frost as well. 5 to 6 months of flower on these is not out of the question. They'll bring in loads and loads of pollinators. They do not need staking. They only get to about sort of 45 to 60 centimetres tall, and they flower in flushes. So you'll have loads and loads of flowers to begin with. Then they kind of just settle down a little bit, and then loads more shoots come up, and they just repeat flowering in beautiful waves of colour right the way through till late autumn. You can pick some as cut flowers. In fact, you've probably had these as cut flowers. You'll see them in the supermarkets and places. They're long-lived in vases and containers indoors. They're very, very hardy. They'll grow in full sun or part sun in the ground, but they also make really, really good container plants as well. They are pretty much a plant it, love it, leave it kind of perennial that will give you joy for many years to come. They'll fill a big area very quickly. They'll suppress the weeds, and they're just a pure joy, in my opinion.
They are absolutely joyous. I love the detailing there in the petals, those tiny little stripes on the inner petals of each plant. And we saw that with the Indian Summers we've sold previously. But I think it's going to be brilliant to get 3 different colours all at once. You've got the purple in there and the orange, and what would you call that? It's like a hot pink as well. Absolutely gorgeous. If you've already got the Indian Summer, this would look good in with them. If you're thinking, I like the Indian Summer, but I want a different colour variety, you get these are not plug plants. I don't think it's fair to call those plug plants. These are fully established plants here.
They basically look like somebody's pulled them out of a 9 centimetre pot and washed the soil off. Yeah, I mean, they are. In fact, I tell you what, you could even cut those in half. Each of those.
You've got more than one plant there.
Yeah, you could probably get 2 out of each of those and double up if you wanted to do that.
I've got a feeling these are going to be really popular today.
They deserve to be.
$15.29 gets you all 3 colours, brand new to us here on YouGarden TV today. They've been on the website and the catalogues for a few weeks, but this is the most affordable place to get them since we've been able to show them to you anywhere. If you use that offer code, and if you're a Discount Club member, you're going to get them home for $15.29. And just tell me if you've seen these varieties anywhere else before, because I don't think you have. We all know the Indian Summer, we see it quite.
I've not seen that purpley one, Stu, in many places, to be honest.
I think you're going to be cutting edge of planting here, and you're going to get those summer into late summer flowers, as Adam said, and they'll even tolerate a bit of shade as well. That's awesome. Now, Adam, I always like this plant. This is the Gaillardia Arizona Red. Now, when you say Gaillardia, it makes me sound like it's Australian, mate, but then it says Arizona Red. Is it from Australia or is it from the United States?
I believe
these from either.
These originate from. I think echinaceas do come from the sort of the United States, kind of their sort of alpine, kind of grassland, sort of open area sort of plants. That's what they love to grow. And I've got this particular one myself in my garden. It's flowering right now, just like these.
Yeah, these are loads of buds coming as well.
And if you visited my garden in June, July, August, or even September,
oh, thanks for the invite.
you'd see it's still flowering. They just keep going and going and going. They don't get very tall, which is nice. They don't need staking. They bring in the bees, they bring in the pollinators. They make fabulous pot or container plants. They're very, very hardy. The only thing I would say, if you want to get them through the winter time, make sure they're in a very well-drained, sunny position. If you plant them somewhere where they're going to sit very wet and cold and shady in the winter, the roots can rot off and disappear. Okay. But in that sort of more well-drained area, they'll get bigger year on year, they'll bulk up, flowers are about this tall, the bees go berserk for them, buzzing about all day, and the butterflies and so on. All you've got to do is deadhead, and more flowers will keep appearing. In fact, along with the Alstroemeria, Gaillardias again are so easy to grow. We're in that happy spot where they really do luxuriate.
So if they're not in well-drained pots, then where our erigeron are, or our salvias are, or lavenders are, these are going to be happy.
Yeah, that's brilliant companion plants there, Stu. They'd love to be of all of those, to be honest. Your gazanias, they would be great bedfellows with them as well, because you've got the similar shape, kind of daisy flowers on there. But these are extraordinary. They're really happy, cheery plants. And if you're growing what's called a hot border, so you're going for the yellows, the oranges, the reds, they would make a great sort of accompaniment for that kind of planting scheme.
Love it. If you want to go for those, you're getting a triple pack of the Arizona Red Gaillardia grandiflora, or you can even double up. Go for 2 for $19.97. That's absolutely crazy value. That's before your 15% club discount as well. So you're going to be getting those for like £17.40 something. That's absolutely bonkers. If you want to double up, all you have to do is when you find the item on the website, you can see our show page here, hit that Live Now button. If you're watching on your mobile phone or you're shopping on your mobile phone, that's up in the top left, hit the little hamburger menu and you'll find the Live Now button. And then when you see these items, every row has like 4 or 5 items in it to sort of press those sideways arrows and scroll across. If you want to double up on anything, pop 2 in your basket and then use our code. This week's code is YGTV2126. That's YGTV2126. That's going to get you free postage and it's going to activate all of the double up deals. So Matt's got one of his basket at the moment, $14.97 for one. But that's 3 plants, don't forget. And if you double up, $19.97. That's even without the club membership. You're going to get 6 of these plants. £39.96 saving. That's incredible. And you could save another £4.50 today by joining the club. That makes no sense to me. Take advantage of those savings. If you're only spending $19.97, 15% of that is £2.50, not £4.50.
I thought that myself, but there you go.
Okay.
So just don't argue it, just go with it.
Whatever.
Go with.
If you're saving money, save money. We don't mind. We're here to give you the best value, and you always get the best value. Best way to shop with us on YouGarden anywhere is to be here on YouGarden TV, live on Thursdays 2 till 4. Not this Sunday. We're not live on Sunday at 11 like we have in the last couple of Sundays because we're going to be live Bank Holiday Monday at 11 a.m. Be there Bank Holiday Monday. We're going to repeat this show on Sunday as a reminder to anybody else who missed that notification I just said. But we'll be with you Monday with Bex and Matt from 11 a.m. But shop with us here, YouGarden TV. Use that discount code. Be a club member. It's the best value from YouGarden anywhere because you're buying direct. Always the best value here on YouGarden TV. Go for those. If you like the look of them, the Arizona Red Grandiflora Gaillardia. Now, how can we not talk about this yet, Adam? This has grabbed my attention.
Joe, Stu, that has really amazed me, this rhododendron. It's been looking that good now for at least a fortnight, and it's still got a bud underneath that's just, opening out, just round here. Look at that. That one's not even opened out properly at the bottom.
Can you see that?
So there, look, just there. That bud's even still to come. I mean,
and that could have as many flowers in as these 3 heads here. It's amazing.
And this rhodea, I think probably you're going to get 4 weeks at least out of this, if not a little bit longer, of this continuous, beautiful colour. I'm
surprised we didn't bring a swarm of bees in with that.
They do love it. I've got 4 rhodies in my garden, and this morning I was looking at them, and the bees were buzzing in and out. They were collecting all the nectar, of course, spreading the pollen as well, which is great. And this particular one, it's a variety called Nova Zembla, which is more of a heat-tolerant rhodea. rhododendron. Quite often we talk to you about rhodies, we'll say plant in dappled shade, a bit like the acers, for example. But if you've got an open, more sunny garden and you want to grow a rhododendron, this is the variety to go for. You can see here, this looks like somewhere quite hot. Loads of these beautiful kind of pencil cypresses. So I'm guessing that could be Italy or somewhere like that where they have the hotter weather. But that rhodie's still growing away very, very happily there. But yeah, it's a fabulous one. There's one thing just to point out though, it does need acid soil,
yes,
or ericaceous compost. That's a non-negotiable. You must have to have that.
If you want the ericaceous compost, because all of our plants are free, do it in a separate order, otherwise you might pay postage for it. Or your ericaceous compost in a completely separate order all by itself, because I think if you add it in a basket with a YouGarden TV order, it attracts postage. If you buy it on its own, it doesn't.
That's a good tip.
So if you need the ericaceous compost, always buy it separately. As many bags as you like, 2, 3, 4 bags in an order if that's what you need, but always do it on its own. Don't put anything else in your basket. It's not going to affect your YouGarden TV order because all of ours is free shipping when you use the offer code anyway. Our rhododendrons are looking amazing. We absolutely love the hybrid pink. £12.74 for a plant that size that's got this flowering capacity is absolutely amazing. If you've not got rhododendrons in your garden yet, so easy to look after, and they're evergreen as well. Beautiful plants, even tolerate a little bit of shade. So if you want one that looks like that, or maybe two for £24.99, and again, that's before your discount. You can do it right now. Double up deals available here on YouGarden TV. Amazing value all around. Don't forget those hanging baskets we saw a little while ago. So these are your tumbling tomato hanging baskets. You're going to get 3 plants in each basket, 2 baskets. So that's going to give you loads and loads of tomatoes, weeks of tomatoes, months of tomatoes from these hanging baskets. We've done all the hard work. They're planted up. They're in our premium professional compost. They come with the hanging hooks as well. Hang them up, keep them watered, give them some sunshine, and you can enjoy crops like this. So brilliant, such an easy way to do it. And if you want to double up, you can get even more. £24.99, only £10 more to double up and get 4 baskets, maybe 2 for yourself and a couple to give away as gifts. Or just make sure you've got tomatoes for even longer. We also saw at the top of the show the key lime. This is a 4-litre potted citrus coming to you from our growers in Sicily. Been grown until it's strong enough, established enough to grow limes here in the UK. You've given it sunshine in the summer, the weather's coming, we know how hot it's going to get this weekend, and then in the winter time you need to bring it indoors, keep it protected, keep it wrapped up, really reduce that watering, and then you can have it flower and fruit in the next couple of years for you. It's big enough, it's strong enough, it can do that. £10 saving here today, and free postage when you use the offer code, £25.49 for club members. If you need heavy duty pots today, we do have the black ones, green ones also available on our website if you like the green heavy duty pots as well. Pack of 4. These are perfect for planting on a lot of your plants into. We've seen today the rhododendrons would be happy in there, those Alstroemerias would be happy in there. If you wanted to pot on the lime, you absolutely could. £15.27 gets you a pack of 4 of these multi-purpose heavy duty pots, not just for planting, so useful all around the garden. I've got them, Adam's got them, Sean's got them, Bex has got them. Don't worry, we'll get one in Matt's garden soon. So useful, so many purposes. Let us know in the chat what you reckon yours are the most useful for. What's your most used heavy duty pot? What do you do with it? And then who's got the most? It's not a competition, but we do like to know. If you want to go for our compost as well, don't forget this is what we plant on all of our plants in here at the nursery, but you can double up on it. Go and count your bags. How many bags have you got left? I had a panic last week. I've got some planting to do and I've got no premium professional compost. I'll put another order in. It's arriving tomorrow. I've got 100 litres here, or double up 200 litres. That's 4 bags, 4 of the 50-litre bags coming to you for £36.98. Club members, I think that's just over £31 by my quick maths. That's an amazing value. Please get your compost here from us on YouGarden TV. It's the best way to do it. That club discount of 15% is really unmissable. And if you've used our premium professional compost, you'll know why you need more. And if you haven't, just ask anybody in the chat. You don't have to listen to me and Adam, who love the results of the premium professional compost. Listen to the guys in the chat who've tried it on home. They've planted way more things than we have between them, so they can promise you that their results are real and they've enjoyed it, and they keep coming back for more and more and more of the same. Let's see who's in there, who's saying hello to us today in YouTube. Anne says the Alstroemerias are lovely. She has Miss Sophie, which is a pale pinkish one. Sounds good. Who needs those? I need those Astro. The Astro? Maybe the Alstroemeria. Verna's going for the Alstroemeria. That would be awesome. Neil sent in a picture of his raised planter. We're going to have a look at your pictures shortly. Brilliant. And he would also like us to do a Chelsea garden.
A Chelsea garden?
Maybe we should do a Chelsea garden.
Okay. It's like, it can take a lot of persuading for the boss.
The big boss.
Big boss.
I'd have to ask him.
It's big,
nice to see you, Anne. She's with us on Facebook. And she's watching on YouTube as well. How do you do that, Anne? You're multi-screening. And nice to see you, Samantha. Oh, she's got a question for us. She's got some oleanders. She's got some bougainvilleas. What compost for those?
That one. That one.
Just point to it. You don't know. Just
premium professional compost.
It's not over there.
I was just covering all the bases.
If you need the premium professional compost, Matt can give you the details. 100125, purpose for your oleanders and your bougainvilleas. They're going to adore this. And yes, they are Mediterranean plants, but don't worry, this is still the right mix for them. You don't need to import volcanic soil or anything for those. This is perfect. My oleander is in that compost and it's very, very happy. I've not grown a bougainvillea, have you?
Yes.
Would you put it in this?
Yeah, mine is.
There we go. So between us, me and Adam have planted those plants in this compost.
Although I do need to say one thing. You do need the ericaceous version of it for bougainvilleas.
Okay.
Because they like acid soil. So same stuff, it's just it's lime-free.
Again, ericaceous is available on the website. Just type in ericaceous or just Eric if you don't know how to spell ericaceous. Big purple bag, do it in a separate order. That's how you get the value, because otherwise if you add it in with some of these plants, the mechanics might give you, try it now, add it into the order, see what happens. Because if you add it into the order, often it adds postage, and that's not what we want. We want to make sure you're always getting free postage here on YouGarden TV. Oh no, we don't today. Yay! $19.99. Can't say fairer than that. Delivered price, no postage. Brilliant. Do that then.
Yeah, so your oleanders,
together.
Your oleanders, just a premium professional compost, and then your bougainvilleas, the premium ericaceous compost.
The one Matt just showed you in a purple bag. You can't miss it. Right, we've got some climbing plants for you. We've got a fantastic selection of climbing plants on the show plan this week. We've got climbing hydrangeas, but we've also got jasmines and these two in front of us. We've got this Lonicera. Am I saying that right? Not Lonicera?
Yeah, Lonicera.
Lonicera halliana. You can double up on these as well if you want to get them growing. Now, I would call this a honeysuckle.
It is a honeysuckle. Just ignore the picture here, though, because that's a slightly different picture to the one where this is Serratina. That one's Halliana, so it's slightly different to it.
Oh, how did we mix that up?
Doesn't matter. I mean, this is lovely, though. This is your most fragrant, super fragrant honeysuckle that you can grow, Halliana. It's got these golden yellow and white flowers, and this will fill your garden with incredible sweet fragrance for week after week after week. And they grip by twisting and twining and curling themselves around the structure that's supporting them. You can grow them up through other plants. I've seen in my customers' gardens over the years, people grow honeysuckles up through roses. So when the rose has finished flowering, you've got the honeysuckle to take over, or you can get them both flowering simultaneously. You can grow these over archways, arbours, pergolas, fences, anywhere where you want that beautiful fragrance. And also they're quite good for shadier spots. I wouldn't say full shade, but the wild honeysuckle, honeysuckle periclamenum, which is the native one to the UK, that grows in woodlands and the edges of woodlands. So honeysuckles are very adaptable to shadier spots. You can grow them in large pots or containers. They have lovely yellow foliage in the autumn. They're very tough, very, very hardy, vigorous as well. This can grow 3, 4, 5 metres eventually, but of course you can trim it back, but you will just enjoy the incredible, beautiful, really sweet fragrance of this honeysuckle, especially in the evening and at night time, because that's when it really does pump out some of its most adorable fragrance.
Oh, that's good. Make sure you're balancing your garden across the day. More of us are going to want to spend time in our gardens in the evenings now as well. So is this an evergreen plant? Will it lose its leaf in winter?
Yeah, it will lose its leaves in the autumn. They do turn they go a nice yellowy colour in the autumn before they drop. But I wouldn't be surprised if this particular plant doubles in height this year, because once you put them in their happy place, so dig in some of our premium professional compost, or for example, some well-rotted manure or something like that, because they do like quite a humus-rich soil. So where they grow naturally, they're a woodland kind of climate, so they're used to lots of leaf mould and sort of rotted bark and all that kind of stuff around the roots. Keep them well watered. It will come back for you year after year. You can prune it back eventually if you want to, or you can just leave it to get bigger and bigger. You can let it grow up through an old tree or a fence panels, trellis, anywhere where it can twist and twine and grip. That's where it will be happy. But you'll certainly know when it flowers, because on a warm summer's evening, you'll just enjoy that wonderful, wonderful fragrance.
They do look amazing, those flowers, and an absolute abundance of flowers from these as well. Can't wait to get that scent in my garden.
It's beautiful, Stu.
If you wanted to grow one of these, or maybe two, because we do have a double offer as well on this, you can double up for £24.99. It's only £10 more to get a whole second plant. Absolutely fantastic value on this one. It comes to you, as you see, on the 90cm cane in the 2-litre pot, nice and established. I would worry about this when I get it home, Adam. How do I take that cane out without damaging the plant? Or do I just plant it with the cane as it is?
You could leave the cane in to begin with. So find the planting hole, find where you want it to be. If you're going to plant it up against a wall or somewhere, don't plant directly against the wall. Plant it about 6 inches or so out from the wall, and then just tilt it onto the trellis or the support, and then just tie it in gradually with some soft twine, and then eventually, once it's gone, you can take the bamboo cane out, or you know what, you could just leave it, because all it will do eventually, it'll just rot away and disappear in time.
Okay.
And that way you're not going to damage this when you've trained it onto the other surface.
Yeah, I sort of worry about some of our climbing plants. Is, you know, as soon as I pull that cane out, I'm going to damage the plant. But
yeah, so just leave.
Take Adam's advice.
Yeah,
he knows
just
what he's
leave
doing.
it in. I mean, you know, it'll stay there for 3 or 4 years or so, but eventually it will just disintegrate. It won't bother the honeysuckle, because all the honeysuckle see it as is a support that it'll grow round. So it won't worry that at all. And eventually, you know, by the time this gets 2, 3, 4 metres tall, this little bamboo cane would have well disappeared.
Fantastic. If you want to go for that with the Lonicera Halliana, you can get 2 of those if you want to for £24.99. Put 2 in your basket, use our offer code, and you won't pay any postage either. Or if you just need the one, it's £14.99, £12.74 for you club members. Now, how on earth have I been talking for a little while and ignoring this incredible flower in front of me? This is the Passiflora, also known as a passion flower. Again, it comes to you, as you see, 2-litre pot on the 90cm cane, and I hope all the ones we're sending out are as abundant with flower as this, covered in buds, covered in these like absolutely fascinating flowers. When you see those like that and you just see all the different layers and depth to them, you think, how on earth can I grow this in the UK? And this can't be hardy, can it?
It is, yeah, it is. The blue one, this one is actually Cerulean, is actually one of the toughest, hardiest ones you can grow in the UK. And I'm drawing on my experience. I mean, I've been gardening professionally for 40 years. And I've seen these grown in lots and lots and lots of people's gardens. A sunny spot, that's where it'll be really, really happy, up against a south or west facing wall. Give it something to grip onto. Now this one grips in a slightly different way to the honeysuckle. This doesn't twist and twine. What it has these sort of tendrils on the side that when they get hold of something, the tendrils just kind of wrap themselves round. And then they
fascinating,
yeah,
little twirl.
And then what they do is the tendrils then contract, and then that pulls the plant onto what it's climbing up. And they do that very, very quickly. I mean, sometimes
I
they
could
actually...
fiddle with that all day. Doing,
yeah, they actually wrap around... We can see up here, look, it's wrapped around itself up here. It's actually gripped onto its own stem. But these can get 3 to 4 to 5 metres tall. They also send out little runners from the base. So you can almost end up with like 2 or 3 different plants coming up in the same area. They'll flower for many, many months. And in hot summers, they produce these small egg-sized orange fruit, which on some varieties you can eat. You've probably tried them, the passion fruit, but these ones aren't edible, but they're very, very ornamental. In a very, very cold winter, it can get knocked back a little bit on the top, but I've always seen these grow back either from low down or from below ground level. So if you can find that sunny spot, well-drained, moisture-retentive soil, something to grip onto, then it will look beautiful year after year after year.
I'm sure we've all got a spot like that in our garden. Now, Sean does not have this plant, but Sean's mum does, and she let us in to have a look at how it was growing last year.
You know, sometimes plants really go wild. Well, this is a Passiflora. And believe it or not, I mean, look, it does need trimming back. It's kind of taken over. It's covering this lavatoria here. But this plant, I actually cut back. You see what that green trellis is? I cut it back to about halfway up that trellis earlier this year, probably about March time. And that is the amount of growth that's taken place. And it's October right now, and that is still flying. And look at the buds. I mean, hopefully a lot of them will still come out. Depends how cold it's going to be. But it is absolutely incredible. And the flowers are one of the most exotic flowers you can ever imagine. So, yeah, you know, I know when you buy a Passiflora, you think, oh, is it ever going to get that big? This honestly has covered the whole of those fence panels. And the whole of this border in just one season. It's amazing.
And I think you'll agree that is amazing. Adam was really impressed how far that one plant had gone. And as Sean said, that was October. Look how many buds were still to open. So we've got summer long into autumn flowering plant. It's amazing. I think you're going to get hummingbirds coming over from South America just to see your plant and stick their little noses in there. They'd love that, wouldn't they?
And it can be evergreen as well, evergreen or semi-evergreen, which is nice. So it'll keep the leaves through the winter time. And that one's spread like that because they do send, as I say, runners out under the soil, and new stems come up a little way away from the first plant you've put in. So it's a divine climber, this one. You'll love it.
It's a fantastic plant. If you want that, again, you can double up if you want to, if you've got a big area to cover, or you just want it to happen a bit sooner. £12.74 U Club members, £14.99 for one for everyone else, or £24.99 for two. Double up for £10. Thank you to Ryan and the team at YouGarden who've been making sure we can keep that double up off going, where it's only £10 more for a whole second plant. Fantastic value. Remember, the best value is here on YouGarden TV, direct from us. Free shipping every time when you use that offer code. Check out YGTV 2126. If you're on the phones with us, you can call today. Our lines are open till 4:30, and you can use that offer code there as well. Just tell your call handler that's what you want to do. I've got my offer code. It's YGTV 2126. I want that free shipping. The guy with the glasses told me I'd get it all home for free. We don't make things up here. Right, if you want to send your emails in, you can. YGTV@yougarden.com. Ali G emailed us this week, and she was so early this week, she emailed yesterday. I think she likes to sit down and enjoy the show without worrying about getting her phone out and sending the pictures.
Yeah, just get it all done in advance.
Yeah. So she had a professional photography team come round. You know, they set up all the lights, got it looking good, and then she sent us these photos. Alison, what have we got today? That is amazing. Is that an azalea?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, little azalea there, looking really, really pretty.
And you can't go too far wrong in Alison's garden because she labels everything for us, so we know what it is we're looking at. We've got a couple more pictures. Oh wow, look at this rose.
That's early. That's
It
good.
is a little early rose.
Actually, Matt, I think that could be Arthur Bell, Matt, actually. It's looking kind of an Arthur Bell kind of flower on there, to be honest with you.
Alison, you didn't say what it was, but if that's Arthur Bell, let us know, because we've got an Arthur Bell rose coming up. It's a climber.
A bit like
I said,
peace as well, a bit similar to peace as well, but yeah, could be.
We've got lots of climbing plants coming up this week for you. And wow, that is amazing, but I do not know what it is. Adam, help me out.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what is that?
It's really pretty.
Is it an Enkianthus? I think it might be an Enkianthus. Is there a label?
I can't see if it is. It must have overgrown the label. Alison, you might have to get back in touch, Alison.
Yeah.
Oh, she just wants to sit down and watch the show, Adam. She doesn't have to email us back.
Possibly an Enkianthus.
But we don't know what the plant is.
Which are kind of acid-loving plants.
Brilliant. Thank you for getting involved, Alison. We always appreciate your pictures. I've also had an email from Neil. Thank you, Neil, for getting in touch. Neil wants to show us... Check this out. He's been a busy boy. He's got a big planter going. What's he got in there? Marigolds?
How have you got marigolds to flower like that now? That's remarkable.
Yeah, he's got some osteos coming there. Those look like purple suns that are coming through.
I'll tell you what, Stu, every year things are getting earlier and earlier, but that is looking that beautiful. And
I love that.
And that's just right now. I mean, another couple of weeks' time when that really fills out, that is going to be mind-blowing.
Look at that, nice little craftsmanship there, Neil. Loving your raised planter. That looks brilliant, well done. Let us know if you're going to put any more in that throughout the summer. And Marisha, now this is Derek's handiwork. She always likes to tell us what Derek's been up to. Look, he's got the wall planters on the fence panel. Good work, Derek. She's got loads more planting space. If you run out of space on the ground, you can always plant along your fence thanks to Derek's handiwork.
Lots of veg. Are they aubergines? I think there was some aubergines at the far left side there in there. Yeah, I think they are. Wonderful.
Yummy. You're going to have a garden buffet going as well. Thank you. We always appreciate all of you spending your time with us. But then when you get those plants home and you get them growing and you get them to the point where you want to share them with us, we love to see your pictures because we're really nosy. But also we get great satisfaction knowing that you got those plants home, you have the success with them, and they've made you happy. Because ultimately that's what we want to do. We want the satisfaction, the benefit from gardening.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously we see all the lorries leave every day with all the plants. We see the packers and pickers, picking them. But when you see that you actually get really brilliant results from the plants you buy from us, it's really humbling and it's really very encouraging.
Which is why we want to give you all the best advice and we want you to use our compost so that you can get the best results. Now, here's one of our favourites here in the potting shed. And interesting fact, you can't buy this from us in a lot of places at the moment. If you're going on the marketplaces, if you're on TikTok or if you're on eBay, can't get this, it's not there, but it is available direct from YouGarden TV and it is available in a double up deal. This is the Gaura, one of our absolute favourites. Now, we're big fans of this one, Adam. We kept going out to see it on the nursery last year when the sun was out, and these flowers were still there in August, still there in September, and these are getting ready to start again now.
They are. I've got this in my own garden, loads of these. I've planted about half a dozen of these, Sisishku pink, and this is my favourite. You can get it in white or pink. I just adore the pink, and it flowers all the way up until November. I've even seen these flowering a little bit in December sometimes. It's a tough perennial. It will come back year after year. All it demands of you is a sunny spot and a well-drained soil, but they will even grow well in clay. I can think of a garden where I planted these years ago that's on a slope, awful clay soil, but in the top of the slope, in a quadrant bed, we planted loads of these, south-facing, and they've come back year after year after year. The secret is, at the end of the season, don't chop them down. Just deadhead, that's all. Leave all the foliage, leave all the sticks on top. Wait right up until the end of March, middle of April. Then when you see the new shoots coming from below, trim down to those new shoots, and very quickly, very reliably, beautiful new growth will come back, like you can see here. And there's already, because I can feel them with my fingers, already flower buds in the tips of these. So in another couple of weeks' time, as we get into June, these will start flowering, and they will keep flowering non-stop all the way mid, even to late autumn. Look at the root system. I mean, this is itching to get in the ground. They make lovely, lovely container plants. Sunny position or part sun, pots, containers, beds and borders. Easy plant to grow, and it will bring in absolute hordes of butterflies and lacewings and all the lovely pollinators. They don't need staking. And I think little butterflies is the kind of the name picked up on these. And they do look like loads of little butterflies swirling around in the breeze.
They are beautiful, they're dainty, you can see through them, they're great for mid-border planting schemes as well. Classic cottage garden feel, but I think it's got a bit of a modern twist on these. Go for them, 560898 is the item number to find them on our website. You can put one set in your basket and get 3 plants, or put 2 sets in your basket, that's a double-up deal. You're going to get 6 plants, and you're going to get that for the 1997. 1997. That's a ridiculous value. That's before your club member discount. And remember, they're not available on the marketplaces if you shop with us on TikTok, eBay, anywhere like that. At the moment, they're not there. You won't find them. You can buy them here from YouGarden TV with free postage, and you can get 6 of them for $19.99. That's absolute crazy value.
Can you remember what you was doing in 1997?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I was finishing my GCSEs.
Oh, Matt was 4. I wish I'd asked now. Matt was 4?
4. It's disgusting. I do struggle with people who haven't got the decency to have experienced the 90s properly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Adam? I struggle with anyone who can't be bothered to be over 40 years old these days.
It's not their fault, is it, really? They can't help it.
That's fine. I'm just getting old. Old and miserable. That's the way we're all going to be. Right.
This is good, though. Look at this.
I remember the first day I went to work, and there was somebody who'd just started who was born in the year 2000. It's just one of those moments when my legs went really weak and wobbly. And you're like, that can't be possible. You're only 3 years old. Nah. This is the Geranium Roseanne. This is totally apt because we are at Chelsea Flower Show week, and this is the only ever Chelsea Flower Show plant of the centenary in 2013. What a plant, Adam. This is now in my garden. It's spreading, it's getting ready to flower, and you can double up on this if you want to today. 2 for $19.99. That's going to be under £10 each for club members.
It is definitely one of the go-to geraniums. I've said before, I've planted hundreds of these over the years because it just ticks so many boxes. You've got that long flowering period. We were talking about the Gauras flowering late into the year. We're talking about the Alstroemerias flowering late into the year. This will also do that. So if you want to go for all 3 of those, they're going to give you colour right the way into late autumn. And it's a good ground hugging plant, this Geranium Roseanne. Doesn't get really much taller than about 12 to 18 inches high, but one plant in the first season, and I'll turn it around so you can see the flower on there.
Yeah, flowers are coming on these
flowers
already.
Hiding at the back. Look.
Still a little early, but they're starting to flower.
One plant in one season can easily cover a square metre, and if not more. I've seen one plant cover a couple of square metres, and because the foliage and the flowers are so dense, they suppress the weeds, so it keeps the weeding down. You can cover a big area very cheaply, very inexpensively.
Well, especially at these prices.
Yeah, the bees go berserk for them as well. It's a tough, really, really hardy plant. It does finally die down late autumn into early winter, but it will come back again next spring, and it will just look beautiful year after year after year. Apparently Sean Ryan's got these.
Sean does have these. Let's go and take a look.
Well, this is Geranium Roseanne in my garden, and there's 2 plants in. I planted them almost 3 years ago. They were in 2-litre pots, I remember, and they've just gone absolutely crazy. And they're beautiful. And I'll be honest, this summer, I haven't fed them yet. I haven't deadheaded. I haven't trimmed them. I've just let them do their own thing. And what is so lovely, the colour is amazing. So from the top of the garden, you see this just mass of mauve. They, for me, are just such a wonderful plant, and I can see why they won Plant of the Centenary at Chelsea. And what that basically means is, in 1913, Chelsea was celebrating its 100th year, and this plant was chosen to be the best plant over that 100 years. So absolutely incredible. Now, in the wintertime, it will die down, and what I'm going to do in spring, I'm going to separate them a bit because they've gone a bit wild here. I might even divide them as well, because you can divide them. But for the time being, for the rest of this summer, I'm just going to leave them because they look absolutely glorious. The pollinators love them as well. And the amount of colour you get, I mean, there's hundreds of flowers there, and these have looked this good for the last several months. It's an amazing plant and one I'd highly recommend in any garden.
Sean recommends it, I recommend it, Adam recommends it, the Chelsea Flower Show, the RHS, they recommend it. I visited Sandringham Gardens a little while ago. The King's got them in his garden, so he recommends it and his gardeners recommend it. I actually can't say if that's true or not, but I saw them there. They were definitely there. It was all this variety. If you want the Geranium Roseanne in your garden, you're going to be in very good company, or you can double up and get 2 of the 2-litre plants, really well established, nice big plants, going to flower for you this year in abundance. £12.99 each. £11.04 if you're a club member, but that double up deal, I would not miss out on that. £19.99 gets you 2 plants if you're not a club member. If you are a club member, what are you going to get for that? You're going to get another £3 off. That's going to be £17 for 2.
You're so good at mental arithmetic.
Well, 15% is quite easy because it's 10%.
And then half again.
And then half as much again. So it's £2 and £1 is £3. You take £3 off, you get about £17 instead of about £20. £17 for 2 of those delivered. All you've got to do is put 2 in your basket, use that code, and be a club member. A lot of you out there are club members already, so you've already a third of the way there. If you've not got a Geranium Roseanne, time to add one, I think. Thank you to everyone getting involved in the chat. I can't quite understand how Callisto said I was born in 1997. You've then put a laughing face. So how were you? Or are you just saying that to wind us up? I don't know. If you were, lucky you.
I was born in 1965.
65 is a good year.
1965.
I don't remember.
That was the year Winston Churchill died.
Wow. That's a great way of saying it sounds like a long time ago. It doesn't matter. You're never too young or too old to get into gardening. The Buddleia Sun Gold is with us today. This used to be a favourite last year in the shed, so if you missed out, now's a chance to get one. Or again, double up deal, maybe go for 2. That's amazing. $14.99 for 1 or $21.99 for 2.
And also, I'll tell you what we've done.
Value.
This might have been on purpose.
I hope so.
But when we come back and look at the plants, I'm going to move these 2 boards together.
But they make good friends.
Because that gorgeous purple and that yellow go together so well. That is a real classic colour combination. So I'm just thinking, if you go for the Buddleia, which can get 2.5 metres tall, it would look really, really lovely underplanted with the Geranium Roseanne.
I'd like to see that mirrored in the garden. So you could put the Buddleia with the Roseanne one corner, and then the Buddleia with the Roseanne the other corner, and nice. Sort of shouting at each other with all the colour.
Just imagine that lovely carpet of purple at the base, and then the Buddleia with that golden yellow growing up in the middle. Now, this is a little bit unusual, this Buddleia, because normally when we talk about Buddleias, we talk about those sort of conical flower heads. But this one produces like spherical flower heads that grow around the stem in clusters, and it is very, very fragrant. Free flowering, tough, hardy, compact enough to grow in a large pot or a container. Of course, you can grow it in the ground. You can prune it back mid-spring if you want to, late winter, mid-spring, and it will flower on brand new growth. And if you want to bring in all the different pollinators, go for this Buddleia. It's different, it's unusual, it's cheery, it's bright, it's fragrant, it's happy. It's adorable, this one.
And I think the purple ones and the cream ones, they're quite vigorous and get quite big. Is this the same or is it more compact?
No, this is about 2 metres, 2.5 metres. So and it doesn't grow extraordinarily quickly. It's not like those ones you see at the side of the railway lines when you're on the train, where the companies spend millions every year trying to annihilate them because they're almost indestructible.
Every time you chop it down, you're spreading the seed everywhere and
Precisely.
finding another one,
Yeah, this one is much more well behaved. As I say, you could probably grow this in something like a 35 litre or a 50 litre pot for all its life life if you wanted to. If you're going to plant it in the garden, a sunny spot or part sun is fine. It'll get through the winter time, absolutely no issues at all. And Buddleias do quite well on drier, poorer soils as well once they're established. They're not demanding at all, apart from they do like a little bit of sunshine, and they flower for such a long, long time. As I say, my little recommendation would be, if you're going for the Buddleia, if you can stretch to it, get yourself double up on the beautiful Roseanne as well, because underplanting that with the Buddleia in a year or so's time is going to be a really, really beautiful colour combination.
Fantastic plant. You can go for 1 or 2 today. Either way, it's great value. I think $21.99 for 2 is ridiculous, especially if you're a club member. That's going to be just over £18. It's going to be a ridiculous amount of money you're saving there. If you do need 2, fantastic. If not, $14.99 for 1 or £12.74 as a club member. No postage. Very fair price on that one. Maybe add it into your order today and go for that combination. If you've already got the Geranium Roseanne, or even if you haven't, maybe you need to get these together and make them good friends. Buddleia Sun Gold available today from us, 560498. Hop onto YouGarden.com to order, or you can order on the phones. Now, I really like this one. We see this on the nursery every year, the Weigela, Florida Vintage Love. And I think it's the darker foliage that always attracts me to it, because it makes the flowers stand out that much more. What do we want from this plant, Adam?
We want sunshine for this, sunshine or part sun. Weigelas. I remember Weigelas, Deutzias, all those kind of shrubs when I was young, and they were beautiful, but back then they were great big tall gangly shrubs that needed loads and loads of space. Now with modern sort of breeding techniques, they've got these plants right down to be nice and compact. This one will get to about 1 metre tall eventually, so you can containerise it, no problem at all. Long flowering period. Weigelias, again, the old type would be over in 2 or 3 weeks. This can keep flowering over a couple of 2 to 3 months on and off. In fact, I can already see a little flower bud. If I can turn it round, because you can see we've got, actually I didn't see those at the front. It's got some stonking great big flowers already at the front.
There we go.
So you can see that. I didn't even notice those. So you can see with your own eyes. This is typical of the stock we're sending out as well. So I can't 100% guarantee, but it's very, very likely that you will get a shrub that's going to be flowering for you this year. And of course, once it becomes established, it'll end up like the picture you can see there, absolutely covered in flowers all the way over. And it is exactly what Stu said. The lovely kind of pink with the yellow throat on those flowers contrasting against that dark foliage really does make this a standout plant. It will bring in loads and loads of bees. I mean, look at all the pollen on there. That'll be absolutely full of nectar at the base of those blooms. It's tough, it's hardy. It does lose its leaves in the autumn, and they can turn again nice colours before they drop, but it will take all the punishing cold in the winter time. It'll gradually get bigger year on year, in a container or in the ground, and it will just make a lovely accompaniment to your herbaceous borders, where if you want some sort of shrubs as well as perennials, you can mix the two together.
Yeah, are these evergreen, the holding cell?
No, they're not evergreen. They will lose their leaves eventually, late autumn. But as I say, they can change sort of nice colours before they drop. And then in the spring, the new foliage comes through this coppery bronze colour, and then it tones down to the green. So if you want a Weigela and you've got a small space, go for this one. Vintage Love is a lovely, lovely type of Weigela.
Fantastic one to add into your garden, maybe even pot grow it as well. Double up deal on those if you do need to. Maybe one for you, one for a friend, or you've got 2 spaces you can think of. This is going to help you fill. £12.74 for 1 as a club member, £24.99 for 2 if you're not. Club members, you're going to be saving £2.50 plus £1.75 off. About 19 quid.
And just very quickly, if you ever want to prune this, prune it immediately after it's had its main flowering period in the spring, and then leave all the new growth it makes, because then that will give you your flowering wood for the following year.
Why not? Why not add that to your garden? If you've already got one, send us a photo, YGTV@YouGarden.com. It's time for the Rose of the Week. Every week here on YouGarden, everywhere you'll find us, we launch a new Rose of the Week. We've got 400 and something roses in stock at any one time, so it's very hard to narrow it down to which ones we want to show you. So we just have one Rose of the Week, and this week it is the Climbing Arthur Bell. Now, Adam, what I know about this is it's a climbing rose, it's bright yellow, and it was named after the guy who made the whiskey. Yeah,
he's got various roses that he names after sort of those alcoholic beverages. Arthur Bell's a nice fragrant rose as well. It's got a medium fragrance. It's got these really super bright, cheery flowers that look really beautiful in bud, but when they fully open, you can see that lovely mix of stamens in the middle there. It's not a bonkers like vigorous climber as well. It can get to about 2.5 3 metres eventually. So easy size to grow over a pergola or an archway, on a fence panel, a trellis panel, anywhere really, or up through a tree or through another rose that you've already got. You could sort of grow 2 roses either side of an arch and get 2 colours to blend together. That could look quite nice with a white rose, for example.
Ooh,
like
nice.
the climbing iceberg. That could work well together. You've got a beautiful plant here as well, and this is very typical of the stock on the nursery, and they will flower for you this year. This will produce some flower buds, and eventually later on in the year you'll start to see some really thumping great big shoots develop, and that plant's sort of showing it's on its way to climbing and getting bigger and bigger year on year. It'll take 2 or 3 years to get to its full size, but it will keep flowering, repeat flowering throughout the summer, deadhead it as well if you want to, so it'll start flowering June all the way through till autumn. Give it a good support that you can tie in onto, and as it gets bigger and the new stems develop, sort of try and get those stems to go more towards the horizontal as you tie them in.
Sideways growing.
That's
on
it,
stems,
sideways. And do it a little bit later in the season. If you try and do it when they first develop, they can be a little bit brittle and snap away from the main stem. So just leave them to a little bit later in the season till the wood has hardened up a bit more. Tie them in horizontally, and then they'll break bud all the way along the stem in spring and give you a whole wall of flowers rather than just flowers on the ends.
So it says the rose of the week, the climbing Arthur Bell. There is a bush version. This is the climbing version. Comes to you in the 4 litre pot, really well established. £6 saving, down to £16.14 for you club members, £18.99 for everyone else, with no postage to pay for anybody at all. Is still fantastic value if you want to grow that one. Now is the time to get it. It's only here for a week, Thursday through to next Wednesday, and then the price stops. You can't get it after that, so make sure you're putting it in your basket as soon as you can.
Can I just quickly say, if you did buy the Blue Moon Rose when that was a rose of the week, if you got this and planted that behind the Blue Moon Rose, those 2 colour contrasts, that would be divine. That'd be beautiful.
Full of good ideas, isn't it? If you do need any planting advice, pick out of his brains while he's with us here over at YouGarden TV or anywhere else you want to watch us. The man knows what he's doing with gardening. He's been doing it for a couple of weeks now. He's really started to get the hang of things.
Yeah, I'm getting there bit by bit.
Adam's been gardening for roughly 40 years. 4 Chelsea gold medals, many other awards besides. He has planted in just about every type of garden you can imagine. And he's encountered all of the problems. He's made all of the mistakes that we're going to make as beginner gardeners. So let's trust his advice, trust his guidance. And do you know what? We even love it when we come up with things that he doesn't know, because he never stops learning.
That really annoys me. First thing I have to do is Google them when I finish the show to find out what they were.
We heard about a new crossbreeded berry last night.
Yeah,
we had to go away and find out what it was.
It was a gooseberry and a blackcurrant, wasn't it?
Yeah, blackcurrant gooseberry.
It was called something tonberry.
We're going to have to go look it up again.
It was a something tonberry, T-O-N.
While we do that, we're going to show you some of the things you've seen already today on YouGarden TV. Here's some reminders and a few look-aheads as well. Coming up, one of our favourites, the Gold Sturm. I used to call it the Gold Strum. I misread it every time. The Rebecca Gold Sturm, 3 of these, or double up for $19.97. I think $14.97 for 3, under £5 a plant is an absolutely fantastic deal anyway. This is a late summer flowering into autumn flowering bright gold plant. They are perennial, they die down, they come back for you every year, but they come back bigger and stronger with shows just like you're seeing there. It's an absolute pollinator magnet, the way those petals reflex and you get the crown of the plant on top. That's where they go in for all the pollen and the nectar. Beautiful plant, really great companion plant as well. Maybe you want to get some lupins from us. These are coming up in a little while, the gallery collection. So the gallery lupins are slightly more compact than your average lupins. They stay nice and small. If you want to grow them in pots, yes you can. Mid-border positions instead of back of the border, yes you can. You're getting the 3 different colours you can see here. You're getting the reds, you're getting the whites, and you're getting the 3rd one, which I can't remember, so it's going to come around and change any second now. Yay, it's the purple one. Purpley blue one. You're getting the 3 different colours, 3 9cm pots or double up, and you'll get 2 of each colour. Fantastic. You can still get those in the ground now, well-established plants. Now, if you are looking for your perennial plants, you can get these ones as well. The Gaura. Anne's with us on YouTube. She's a big fan of these. Maybe she needs to add them into her garden. As Adam says, it is a cottage garden favourite with a modern twist. The grassy-like growth on these, the stems are really interesting. Multicoloured stems with those narrow green leaves and then these pink butterfly flowers on top. Again, a late flowering perennial. So these do grow, they do spread, they come back for you every year flowering. August, September time, absolutely gorgeous. These are attracted our attention so much last year on the nursery. We couldn't stop going to them and filming them. That's why you're looking at these pictures here right now. And if you want to add them into your garden, you can today. Triple pack for $14.97, $12.72 for the club members. But you can double up on that deal if you want to as well. Go for 6 for $19.97. We have the Buddleia, the Sun Gold. We just saw this one in a 2-litre pot. This is with the smaller rounded bursts of golden flowers. Gets to about 2 metres total height. Plant it in that free draining, dry, sandy area. As Adam said, that's where they want to be. Well-drained soil. Don't let them get boggy. Don't let them get damp. Plenty of sunshine, and the Sun Gold will reward you with these beautiful golden flowers. It's rewarding the pollinators as well. They're going to love that one. 2-litre pot established. You can get one for $14.99 or 2 for $21.99. No shipping to pay. Now, today's most popular item on the show. You're all taking advantage of this ridiculous double up deal. It's one of our favourite plants as well. The Geranium Roseanne, you can get 2 of them in the 2-litre pot today for $19.99. Club members, that's $16.99. That's ridiculous value for those. The nation's only ever plant of the centenary at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show. That's happening now. And I bet if you went to the Chelsea Flower Show, you would find some displays with these in. I've seen them in the King's Gardens at Sandringham. I've seen them in my own garden. I've seen them in Sean Ryan's garden. And if that isn't enough to make you want one, nothing ever will be. Add these today. Beautiful herbaceous perennial. Goes away every year and comes back with bigger and better displays all summer long. If you wanted the Tumbling Toms, these come to you in a hanging basket, but wait, you get a pair. For that price, $14.99, we're sending you 2 hanging baskets with the tumbling tomatoes in, 3 plants in each basket. All you have to do is hang them up, keep them watered, keep them sunny and warm, and they're going to reward you with these beautiful fruits. Never had anything fresher than picking it straight off your hanging basket and taking it into your kitchen, if it gets that far. Get these hung up so they can grow downwards towards the ground. They are a tumbling variety in the red, and they come to you in these beautiful red hanging baskets with the hanging hooks included. They're removable if you do want to use them as pots, but I recommend getting these up out the way of the pests and the slugs and anything else that's going to try and eat them. Save them for yourself, and you're going to be rewarded with these wonderful fruits very soon, as soon as June. Twin pack for $14.99 delivered is absolutely bonkers. But you can actually get 4 for $24.99. If you don't need 4, still take advantage of that price. Maybe give a couple away as gifts. Now we've got a lime for you. This is the key lime. Maybe you want to make a key lime pie. You can grow your own limes here in the UK. It's a really easy variety to grow. Just follow those rules about citrus in the UK. Keep them nice and warm in the summer. Keep them outside as long as you can. Give them as much sunshine as you can possibly give them, and then in the winter, bring them inside, keep them warm, keep them wrapped up, and reduce that watering, and then you'll be rewarded with the flowers and eventually the fruits as well. These are big enough, they are strong enough to fruit. The one we've got here in the potting shed with us today does have a fruit growing on it already. These are grown for us by our Sicilian growing partners, so they are really well established and strong enough to come to the UK and fruit for us here in our own country. Give it a go. If you've not grown citrus before, if you've got citrus, maybe add that to your collection. I really like the look of this one, the Passiflora, covered in buds, starting to flower already. And we saw in Sean's garden earlier, his mum's garden at least, that this was flowering into October for him last time we visited. If we're expecting another long hot summer, no reason why this won't flower for you all summer long and even longer. And double up if you want to on this climbing, beautiful, tough, it's hardy plant. Can you believe it's hardy? With that flower, with that look, with that tropical look, that flower will survive and come back for you year after year, and it climbs so vigorously as well. If you want to, $24.99 double up deal. You've got to use the offer code to make the double up deal work. YGTV 2126 in your offer code at checkout. We've got a load of good climbing plants on today, others you might have missed in previous weeks. The Star Jasmine Trachelospermum. These are starting to flower now and they smell amazing. Abundant white pinwheel-shaped flowers. These grow all across the Mediterranean, but you will get them to grow in the UK as well. $16.99 for 1 club members, $29.99 for 2, and that's before your club member savings. That can be £4.50 off for a club member for 2. That's ridiculous. You're going to get £25.49 for 2 club members. That's brilliant value. If you want that, it does come to you as an established plant in the 2-litre pot on the 90cm cane. Don't forget the climbing hydrangea is also available from us. Now this is huge. These are looking amazing at the moment. They're all starting to flower. It is a slow growing plant, so getting a bigger one makes a difference. And this is the climber that you can grow in a shadier area. It doesn't have to have full sun like a lot of the climbing plants. Again, you can double up. If you want to get 2 of these, $29.99, you're doubling up for only £10 more. Fantastic value for everyone, but you club members saving your extra 15%. you are really rewarding yourselves with this. Now, I think almost everything we just saw wants to be planted in this premium professional compost. 100 litres today for $24.98, and 200 litres if you double up, you're going to get 4 50-litre bags for $36.98. Guys, if you've got this and you are regular users of our compost, just go and have a quick count of your bags. If you've got less than 2 bags, I always say it's time to refill, because when you run out, you feel really miserable. It's happened to Adam, it's happened to Bex, it's happened to me. When you're planting up and you've run out of our premium professional compost, and you know you've either got to stop gardening or go and get something of inferior quality. Either way, you're not going to get the results. You're not going to be happy with it. Keep our premium professional compost in mind. It's got those wetting agents in. We've got a really hot spell on the way. This is going to help lock in the moisture and make sure that your plants are keeping as much moisture in their roots, in their pots, in their beds as long as possible. Really useful at this time of year. It's got that feed in there as well. Absolutely brilliant value today if you need to stock up on that 100 litres or even 200 litres. That was a lot of things to tell you about a lot of plants, wasn't it? So if you guys want to get involved, let us know what you want to say in the YouTube chat, on the Facebook chat, or by email to ygtv@yougarden.com. We're back here to our favourites table, where we expect we're going to find all of your favourite plants today. And we've come back to this pink rhododendron.
Isn't that divine? And it's been looking good like this for a couple of weeks now, which is amazing. And there's still buds, or a bud, opening out. It's going to give us colour for another week or couple of weeks. Only get to about a couple of metres tall, these particular ones, gradually, slowly. They like a sort of a dappled shade, or they will grow in a part sunny position. One particular thing they must have, though, they need acid soil or ericaceous compost. So if you live in a part of the world where you've already got rhododendrons, pieris, azaleas, camellias, really thriving in the garden, gorgeous glossy leaves, you can plant this straight in the ground. If you're looking at it and thinking, oh, I haven't got that kind of soil, don't worry. We've got the ericaceous compost that you can get hold of. You can put these in pots or containers. They do very, very well being potted or containerised. I've got 4 rhodies in my garden. I'm lucky I've got acid soil and mine looking fabulous. But as I say, you can enjoy them, growing them in sort of pots. You could have something like an olive planter size, which would be pretty much big enough for always and always, or a 30-litre heavy-duty pot size if you prefer. These bring in so many bees and pollinators. They're extremely hardy. They're evergreen, so even in the wintertime, you're looking at these super shiny, glossy leaves. The leaves in wintertime point downwards. And that is a sort of a adaptation to make sure that when it snows heavy, the snow all drops off the foliage rather than weighing the plant down and breaking the stems. The leaves pop up again in spring, and then the flowers flower about now, May time into June, for about 4 weeks. And they are just splendid, is the word I'd use for these. They are just incredible. I remember the first time I went to Kew Gardens when I was 14 years of age. My mum and dad took me about this time of year to Kew. We went to the rhododendron dell there, and oh my goodness me, I'd never seen so many rhododendrons in all colours in my life. And from that point, I've always adored these beautiful, beautiful shrubs.
I had a little trip up to Sandringham last week. Sounds like I go all the time. And the rhododendrons are out, the wild rhododendrons. But the thing about those is all the wild ones are all one colour.
All purple, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all the same variety, they're all in the same soil type, so they're all the same colour. You can add a variety of coloured rhododendrons from YouGarden and YouGarden TV. Why not get the pink one as well? If you do want to double up, here is how you do it. You need to put 2 in your basket, and you've got to make sure you've got the correct offer code in there as well when you get to checkout. YGTV2126. Make sure it's in that offer code box. There's a voucher code box as well. Don't use that. We're saving £11.97. We're getting the compost, the correct ericaceous compost there with free shipping, and we're getting 2 of the rhododendrons, so that'd be enough to plant both of those and pop them on. Brilliant. If you join the club as well, if you're not already a club member, you can save £7.50 just on that order. It's only £10 to join. So today it would have only cost me £2.50 to join the club. I'm going to get £20 worth of vouchers over the next 12 months. So actually, I'm already quids in. Why wouldn't you join the club? And
that 2 for £24.99. Lots of garden centres would charge you £24.99, £29.99 for one.
Especially if it looked like
this. One rhododendron. They are so expensive in garden centres. And I did ask the head gardener once, Peter McDermott, I said, how comes our roadies always come out at such silly low prices? And he said, because I buy them in vast, great big numbers.
That's a fact.
So that's how we can get the price down on them. You go to a garden centre this time of year, they put them on the the end of the aisles, and then because they look good and they put a premium price on them, we don't. You can get 2 of those, double up for that £24.99 price. I think that is out of this world. I really do.
All of these are going to carry on flowering on our nursery, and actually we don't want that. We want you to enjoy those flowers in your garden at home. We want your garden pollinators to enjoy those flowers in your garden at home. We can't push the flowers through the screen, through your phone, through your TV to you here from YouGarden TV. You've got to order them, and that's how you get them home, and you can enjoy these flowers. They're going to open up, they're going to bud, they're going to flower in your garden, not in our shed. That's what we want. If you want to double up today, you can. It is now the most popular item on today's show.
Oh.
No, it's not. I thought Matt was telling me this is the most popular item, and I wouldn't have blamed you. He's told me this one, the Gaillardia. We love the Arizona red.
It's nice. So I've got this myself, the Arizona red. Gaillardias are great. Now, I wasn't a fan for many years of orange, red and yellow flowers in my garden. I started off with the yellow Rebecca Goldsturm, which kind of got me into those colours. And then my other half had one of these in his front garden, but it wasn't doing very well. So I put it in the back garden, which is my garden, and it's really thrived. It's really, really taken off, and it's already flowering now, and it will keep going all the way through June, July, August, into September. All I'll do is deadhead it. If you've got it in pots or containers, water it more often and feed it, and that will keep those flowers arriving. And it will bring in so many bees and pollinators. They only get to about 12, 18 inches tall, so they're nice compact plants. They're cheery, they're bright. You've got all those lovely hot colours there in the one flower. You've got the yellows, the oranges, the reds. You've got that lovely big button in the middle there that will also be a beautiful landing pad for all those buzzy insects that want to collect all the lovely nectar. It's a hardy plant as well. Just one thing to say though, if you want to get these through the winter time, they do need a really very well drained spot. They will not sit in heavy wet soil all the way through the winter. They'll just rot off.
Don't let them get boggy.
Don't let them get boggy.
Okay.
But in that more well drained sunny position in the garden, they will definitely come back for you year after year.
Look at the root structure on these really well-established plants. Don't forget you're getting a triple pack here. Loads of flowers topping off on these as well already.
And buds, all, lots of shoots coming further down. So keep deadheading, and that will just keep encouraging those flowers to keep developing. And each individual flower lasts about a couple of weeks, of 2 to 3 weeks. So they really, really are long flowering, tough, hardy plants, very beautiful, very floriferous, and will bring in loads and loads of pollinators.
Get those in your garden and you'll have them for a long, long time to come. It's a triple pack, so you're getting 3 of those 9cm pots, but you could double up if you wanted to and go for 6. It is our new most popular item on the show, the Gaillardia Arizona Red. Pop those in your basket today, £12.72 for 3 plants for club members. Now, I'm surprised that this isn't the favourite. We've done the Alstroemeria Indian Summer for the last couple of years, but I love the colours and the variety we're getting in this collection.
These are lovely. You've got that sort of pinky purple. You've got the one at the bottom's a little bit like Indian Summer, the yellow and orange one.
Description. That's not a jumbo plug. That's a full-on plant.
Well, I mean, it pretty much is. Look at the root system. I mean, these do have the most super vigorous root system. And one of these plants will spread out and form a colony that could cover an area of a square metre quite easily. And Alstroemerias are tough. They come back year after year. They will flower for up to about 6 months. And the flower stems on these are only about 18 inches tall. They don't need staking or anything like that. And my next door neighbour's got a big patch of the Indian Summer ones in her front garden. And I'll tell you what, Stu, they are starting to show bud about now, and once they start flowering they will go all the way up into November. I've even seen them take a light kind of frost. Eventually, when you get the really heavy frost, they do collapse. They will die down to ground level, but they will reliably come back for you year after year. Full sun, part shade, in the ground or pots and containers. They make really lovely cut flowers that last a long time indoors in vases. They will bring in all the sort of bees and pollinators and just reliably, just give you those long flowering periods for many years to come.
The flowers on those are so intricate and so fascinating. That little blush pink one is exactly what you want. I think a lot of people look at the Indian Summer and go, oh, it's a bit garish for me, that bright orange, that bright red, Adam.
I love them.
But these are so cool, really different mix of colours as well. You've got the purple one, we've got the peachy one, and we've got the reddy one. 3 plug plants. These are not plug plants. I can't keep calling them that. These are enormous. These have been kept in like 7cm pots, and then we've just pop them out to put them in a different container to send them to you. Get these in your garden. They could be container grown if you wanted them to, but those are going to come on really quick. Look at the root structure. They are raring to get going in your garden. 3 plants, 3 colours. They will be labelled on the outside if you've got a colour planting scheme as well. We'll tell you which one's which. We're calling it the... Obviously, it says left, middle, and right. That's a good way of doing it. The Alstroemeria, I can't read the colours from here. Hang on, give me a second. What are the official names? It's the Iris, the Machu, and the Indigo. Those sound awesome. If you want to go for those, 3 plants for $15.29. I'm surprised that's not the favourite, but there's still time, Adam. We're still on for another half an hour. And just to remind you, we're here 2 till 4 p.m. today on a Thursday afternoon. That's when we're live. Best time to interact with us if you want to send your emails, get your comments in, get your questions in. But we're not here this Sunday at 11 a.m. I do apologise for that, but we are going to be back Bank Holiday Monday. You've got to do that in voiceover man mode, haven't you?
Yeah, that was very sort of commercial TV kind of voice.
Bank Holiday Monday on YouGarden TV.
You could do the Bank Holiday Monday sales voice, couldn't you? For like kind of furniture land and all those kind of things in your voice.
The YouGarden TV Bank Holiday Special.
That's it.
11 a.m. with Rebecca Edwards.
That's the one.
You can join us there. Matt will be there as well. So come and join us on Bank Holiday Monday at 11 a.m. for YouGarden TV. Sorry, we're not live Sunday, but we will be live Bank Holiday Monday at 11. Come and join us if you've got time, or catch up anytime. YouTube, Facebook, our website, wherever you normally watch us. All the deals will last for another couple of weeks. When you use the offer code, you always get free shipping, YGTV 2126. We're here for another half an hour today, so get your questions in. Anything else you want to see, let us know. We're going to move on with our favourites over here to the Chrysanthemum. This is the Garden Mums collection. You're getting 18 plug plants, 6 different colours, 3 of each in the colours. I can't remember. I keep having to look at the description. There's the yellow, the gold, the white, the pink, the yellow, and the red.
That's a lot of colours to remember, to be fair.
And orange. I missed one. I said yellow twice.
Do you get chrysanthemums as well? I've not seen those.
No, these are sexist plants.
Oh, okay,
There's
fair
only
enough.
chrysanthemums.
These are great, though. I grew these. I grew them last year, first time. Well, not first time ever. I grew them when I was a kid. But these are what you call like your spray chrysanthemums. So you get these big heads of beautiful, beautiful colours. And these are your extending flower plants, taking your summer garden right the way into autumn, even into late autumn, possibly as early or as late as early December. These are tough, hardy plants, and they are short day plants. There's something called photoperiodism or photoperiodicity, and that is that refers to plants that flower at certain times of the year at certain light levels. These are triggered by shortening days.
Hang on, I'm learning, everybody. Hang on.
So bizarrely, the shorter the days get, that's when it triggers chrysanthemums to start flowering.
When it gets less sun, it starts flowering.
Yeah, that encourages them to start flowering. They start flowering when the days shorten. That's their trigger.
Is that like everyone who hasn't done a barbecue all summer and they're like, oh, hang on.
Yeah, last chance.
Suddenly it's getting dark at 8:30, guys.
Yeah,
Quick, get the charcoal
get a
on.
barbecue
We haven't had a
going.
barbecue.
So the great thing about that is when all your other perennials are going the other way because they don't like the dropping light levels and they're dying back, these pick up the baton and they will keep the colour going. And last year I grew a clump of these together, all the colours mixed. I don't care, it looked really brash, some even might say vulgar, but I thought it was gorgeous. And to have that brilliant mix of colour right the way through into late November, early December was a real joy for me. So you can do that, and you can grow them in pots and containers. If you want that kind of, that oval kind of domed look with these, put 3 or 5 in a large pot, grow them together, and then you can get this look here. And they will come back year after year if you've got them in that very well-drained soil in that sunny spot.
Fantastic value for that pack of 18. You can go for now $16.99 for club members, delivered price when you use our discount code. If you've not grown chrysanthemum before, maybe now is the time. If you have, fantastic value, take advantage of it right here. We've got garden readies available for you as well today. So these are your summer bedding. We've got some hanging basket plants as well. These are the gazania tiger stripes, perfect for the front of a border.
They are, and that again for that nice sunny position. These have already got flower buds. I showed you this one earlier on. Already got the little stems coming up. Yeah, I'll just get the leaves down.
Big healthy plants, aren't they?
Beautiful little flower bud. In fact, there's 2 or 3 already developing. There he is in the middle there. So by the middle of June, there you go, look at that, beautiful big flower bud. By the middle of June, these will already be flowering for you and they will keep going again. I mean, I know sometimes you must think, oh, that bloke, that's all he ever says, they keep flowering all the way till autumn, blah, 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 blah.
But that's great.
But they do, because I know these things because I've been self-employed as a gardener for 40 years. I've been gardening since the age of 5. I've seen thousands of different gardens over the years. So I get to see plants in real life, in real time, doing their thing all different times of year. There was a particular garden I used to look after. It was called, I can even remember, there was a street in Bishop Stortford called Manor Links that used to go onto the golf course in Bishop Stortford.
That makes sense.
And I visited a bungalow there and the lady used to grow these in her front garden every year, well-drained soil, super sunny. I remember turning up late October one year and they were still flowering their socks off, even that late in the year. So if you want bedding plants that will take you right into autumn. And you know what? With these as well, in a milder location or up against the house, places like that, lots and lots of people have had them actually go through from year to year rather than just being annuals.
Brilliant. If you're looking for garden readies today, that is one option for you. The gazanias in the Tiger Stripe mix. £9.34 gets you 10 garden ready plants delivered to you. We have other garden readies available today as well. Come to you the same size, just different plants. These are the petunias. This is our petunia easy wave mix. Brilliant for your hanging baskets. I think 10 plants will probably do 2 hanging baskets of an average size. £9.34. You get this wonderful mix of colours. You've got some bi-colours in there as well. And that is not vulgar or brash, as Adam might have been implying. No, no, no. This is the best way to plant your petunias. That colour mix looks really tasteful in the pinks and the purples and the oranges and the reds. Absolutely love those. If you want to go for them 10 garden ready plants today for £9.35. But we also have the begonia Sahara. Lovely long flowering mix here, as Adam was telling us earlier. Slightly shade tolerant as well. So if you haven't got properly sunny areas to plant these into, lovely long flowering shade tolerant begonias for you. The Sahara's 10 of those for £9.34. Pop them in your basket. Great way of topping up your order today if you want to do that. We can come back now into the potting shed, and don't forget you're getting free postage on everything. I see that sign and go, oh yeah, free postage on everything when you use our offer code. We've got a selection of standards, so you can barely see me and Adam, but that's absolutely fine. We had to bring these to you today because these are all pairs, and the value on these pairs is verging on ridiculous. We're going to start with the Syringa Palabin. So this is for 2 3-litre potted Palabin standards. Club members, you're picking this up for £38.21. That is mind-blowing value, under £20 per Palabin standard delivered.
No shipping, which is really amazing. You go to some garden centres and pick up a pair of these. You might be lucky to sort of walk out not having paid like £60, £70, if not more, £80 for 2 of these.
I was just trying to figure out which one of these smelt nice. It's both of them.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do. Yeah, this one, the Palabin, that's got a really, really lovely sweet fragrance to it. This is a tough plant. This one, it will get through all the winter times. Very, very drought tolerant. Likes a sunny or part sun position. You can plant them in the ground. They make really fantastic container plants as well. In fact, on all of these, what I say about this one applies to the other 2 as well. The actual stems won't get any taller, but they will widen out on all of them. And all the growth happens on the top. With this particular one, you can leave this to get bigger and bigger year on year, or if you do want to prune them, as soon as the flowers have gone over, this time in another couple of weeks or so, prune them back. All the new growth it develops will then be your flowering wood for the following year. These do repeat flower a little bit as well later in the season, not as much as they are now. But what you will notice is the depth of the fragrance on these. They're slightly different to the Syringa vulgaris. The flowers are more open, but they are very, very fragrant, and they are longer on the plant than they are on the vulgaris type.
Absolutely fantastic plant for you, as we say. It's a slightly more compact Palabin. This is the lilac that's going to stay nice and sturdy for you with all those flowers, and you could even get another flush later in the year. That fragrance is absolutely amazing.
That's
the
lovely.
Pollinators are going to love this as much as you love this. Put this somewhere in the garden where you're going to go near it.
That's good.
Don't put it down the end of the garden where you're not going to go in the spring. Put it somewhere where you're going to walk past it, somewhere near your back door where you're going to go past it and enjoy the fragrance. Put it near your washing line. So when you go out of washing, you get to enjoy the fragrance.
Well,
don't put it over in a corner of the garden you don't go to.
I often mention a garden that I used to look after in Buckhurst Hill years ago, and there was one of these growing on a sort of a slope in the garden between the top lawn and the lower lawn. And every time I used to walk past, especially on the warmer days, just the most beautiful, sweet fragrance. And that was growing in really horrible clay soil that used to get bone dry in the summer, but once established, very, very drought tolerant. And in the winter time, it got battered by the wind, it got frozen solid, but it came back reliable every year. And the leaves even turn a lovely buttery yellow in the autumn before they finally drop for winter.
Unbeatable value if you want the Syringapalabin Standard. It's a pair. You're getting 2 of them for £38.21 as a club member. If you're not a club member, join just for that saving. We've got a couple of other standards for you. This one is the Car Rouge Photinia Red Robin-esque standard. Now, these are slightly more compact size to the ones we normally sell as well, slightly more squat, and I think these look absolutely gorgeous with the multicoloured foliage. Am I right in thinking, Adam, that these are also evergreen?
They are definitely evergreen. I mean, these are so perfect looking, they almost look plastic. But I can assure you they're not. They are the real deal. And what you see today is what we're going to send out to you. And the great thing about this Photinia is it keeps the foliage all the year through. The new foliage comes through this deep, deep red colour, hence Red Robin being their common name. Eventually it tones down to the darker greens. The stems remain nice and red. And these can even flower. If you don't prune them, they will flower for you. They give little kind of heads of beautiful white flower. But if you clip them, you'll get lots of foliage, but not the flowers. So you decide, really. And they're very amenable to being clipped or shaped. Personally, I would just leave them for a couple of 2 or 3 years just to do their thing, just to grow naturally. But if you do want to prune and shape, you can do that 2 or 3 times a year. And each time you clip them back, the new foliage, as you see in the picture there, always comes through that lovely dark red colour. These are extremely tough and hardy plants. They'll get through all the winter times in pretty much any part of the UK. Very drought tolerant once established, and they will grow in sun as well as part shade, in the ground or pots or containers, and they very seldom get any pests and diseases. They are sort of pretty much plant it, love it, leave it kind of plant that will look good for you for many years to come.
If you're looking for a pair of those, don't forget the price is for 2. The Car Rouge Photinia Standards, £38.21. You're getting them home for club members under £20 each. Ridiculous value. That's why we had to make sure we made time to show these to you today. But we're going to have to keep moving on because we've got still plenty more to get through and 20 minutes left on today's live. This one is the Ceanothus Standard. Now, we know regulars here on YouGarden and YouGarden TV will know the Ceanothus Standard because we do show it to you a lot. It is one of our flagship plants. We know these aren't widely available anywhere else. If you do have one of these and you've had one a little while, it might start to look like this. This is the one in my garden. I had to film it last weekend because it was looking so beautiful, covered in flowers, covered in pollinators, and it's very, very happy in a pot as well.
Look at that. I love it.
It's looking gorgeous in my garden. That's only a year old. Only got that last year. It was the size I've got in front of me right now. Left it for a year, and it looks just like that. I should have cropped that video so you can see my washing hanging up in the line in the top right of the frame. But look at the flowers coming on that. The pollinators love it. I love it. It's the absolute highlight of the garden this time of year. And I can't wait for it to grow another year and get that much growth on it again.
Do you know what? You should be a cameraman.
I'll do my best.
You'd be really good.
I do try my best, Adam, but I didn't crop out the T-shirt hanging up in the top right of the frame on the second shot, did I?
I like the way you almost froze that bee and slowed the bee down as well as it was buzzing round.
He was really cooperative. I was like, if you can just do that same again, mate, it's slower.
It looked amazing.
He was really happy with that.
Stunning.
So you can get 2 of these if you want to go for a pair. If you're going to do a parallel planting scheme, if you want to do a mirrored planting scheme, you absolutely can. Get this right now, 510200 is for 2. Again, under £20 a plant for club members. It's worth joining the club just to get that value. Go for it today, the Ceanothus Standard. I adore mine. Maybe you want one as well, but go for the pair. Now, we love blackberries. We don't like thorns. Solution. Here it is right in front of me. A blackberry that doesn't grow thorns but still grows fruits. Just what we want. Double up deal available here as well if you want to grow your own blackberries. How do you like to eat your blackberries, Adam? Do you like the raw fruits or do you want them in a pie, in a crumble?
No, I like them cooked. I like blackberry crumble, blackberry pie. I've never tried blackberry jam, but no, I like blackberries. Blackberries are great, but definitely blackberry and apple is a good mix.
Pop them in a smoothie.
Oh, smoothie, yeah. Now you're talking. Smoothie's good. Oh, I do like blackberry yoghurt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've had blackberry yogurt. That's
Nice.
really, really good.
Well, you can grow your own blackberries. You can pop these in your yogurts. You can pop them in your mueslis, in your porridge, in your breakfast. Pop them in your smoothies. Maybe, freeze them. Pop them in your prosecco of a summer drink. That'd be nice as well. You can get these growing right now. 1.7 litre pot coming to you. There's an awful lot of plants in here.
It's a spineless little thing, now, isn't it?
Yes, it is spineless because
In a good way, not a bad way.
there's less pricks on this plant than there are in this shed, I tell you. This is amazing. If you want to go for this one, you could be growing your own fruit right now in your garden, because the worst thing about going blackberry picking is trying to get your hand back out of that bush where you've been foraging for the berries and not tearing your arm to pieces.
See, because they're quite sneaky, the
Catching
thorns on
your clothes
blackberries,
on it.
because they're backwards facing. So, when you see that big cluster of juicy berries in the middle and you're going in, you're going with the flow of the thorns, and then when you go to pull your hand out,
They lull you into a false sense of
they just
security.
hook in like fish hooks, don't
Yeah.
they? No tears on this. So if you've got children, grandchildren, and you want to grow blackberries, they can pick the fruit very, very easily, and it will produce fruit late summer into early autumn. That's when the blackberries ripen. You can grow this one in a pot or a container, grow it in a sunny spot in the garden, or part sun, doesn't have to be baked all day long. Dig in some nice organic material if you're going to plant it in the ground, some well-rotted manure or a bag of our beautiful, beautiful professional compost. Use that as well if you're going to pot grow these, and later in the season you'll get big, plump, sweet, juicy blackberries. It will come back year after year, and don't ignore the blossom as well, because it's got really pretty flowers. Earlier in the year they're sort of pinky white. They'll bring in lots and lots of pollinators, which will pollinate it anyway, although I do believe it is self-fertile. It gets to about 2.5 metres tall, so it's not going to take over your whole garden and turn it into a massive bramble patch. But if you love blackberries but you hate the thorns, this is the solution.
Problem solved. Go for that one. Big, juicy fruits, and there's nothing fresher than picking it from your own garden. We're talking about food meters, not food miles. And everybody likes blackberries. Everybody loves these ones. Grow them at home, £12.74 for an established plant. Going to be getting fruits on that really soon for you. Another one of our dark fruit favourites here at YouGarden, YouGarden TV, is the honeyberry. I've got a triple pack of honeyberries available for you now, or even double up. 6 of those, that would be a lot of honeyberries. And now, Adam, these look a bit like a blueberry, but do they need the same treatment? Do they need ericaceous compost?
No, they don't. They don't. They're all right in absolutely ordinary soil. In fact, you can grow these in alkaline soil, acid soil. And these are the second honeysuckle, or Lonicera, we've got on the show today, because we had the Halliana on earlier on.
I can't eat that climbing honeysuckle we had
can't,
earlier, can I?
no. But it's weird how diverse the families can be, can't they? Because that honeysuckle is like an ornamental one with flowers that we grow for the fragrance. But this, funnily enough, has the same coloured flowers. It has beautiful little golden yellow and white flowers. The reason I know is because my hubby John has got one of these growing in the front garden. It can get to about 1 metre, 1.5 metres tall, even a little bit taller eventually. They form a nice shrub, and you will get dozens and dozens and dozens of these honeyberries on each plant. You've got to look for them though, because they kind of hide under the foliage. And that was my really exciting moment when we first grew one of these. About a couple of years back, we were sitting outside on our sort of bench, and I said to John, "Do you think that's ever going to fruit?" I went over, I had a little rummage.
Hang on a minute.
And there, under the leaves, were loads and loads of these wonderful little purple, very sweet fruit. So now every year we check, and year on year we're getting more and more of these. They're very high in vitamins and antioxidants. They look great on your Weetabix or on a pavlova or in a fruit salad.
Now you're talking.
So if you want to grow a plant that has lovely, beautiful, pink, yellowy, golden flowers in the spring, lots of edible fruit, it's tough, it's hardy, they'll come back year after year, they'll grow practically anywhere, and I think they're just awesome.
If you want those, the Lonicera, you say they're from the honeysuckle family. It's the same. Some members of families, one's pretty, the other one's actually useful. It's the same with the Loniceras. You can have one that's a climber, that's flowering, that's fragrant, and then you can have the one that produces fruits for you. Those wonderful dark-skinned fruits with all of those lovely healthy nutrients and benefits in those. Grow them yourself at home. 3 plants for £12.72 for club members. Double up if you want to. That saving is incredible. We've just had a question on the Ceanothus, just to go back on ourselves a little bit. The Ceanothus, Suzanne has one. and she'd like to know, what do we do when the flowers have gone over? So if hers have already had their best of May and the flowers are starting to drop, I've noticed some of mine, when you give them a little tap, they start to shed a few of the tiny petals.
You don't need to deadhead them. I mean, normally the big lilacs, the Syringa vulgaris type, the French lilacs, I would say to deadhead, but those you can just leave them if you want to.
Okay.
But if you want to prune it, now is the time to do it though. As soon as the flowers are finished, if you want to trim or shape it, because then the new growth it will produce in the next month or so after that, you leave that growth because that will be your flowering wood for 2027.
Yep, and if you want one that looks like that, that's mine. That's a year old, so that's only 1 year of growth. And I didn't give it a very good prune last year, so that one's pretty unkept. I think it looks amazing, beautiful plant. If you want to go for a pair of those, £38, 21 gets you them in the 2-litre container, and they're already up to a metre tall. If you don't plant it, it's never going to look like that. You need to get it planted to get it on its way.
You should be dead proud of that one, Stu. That's so beautiful. It's got such a great shape to it, and that lovely kind of dome of flowers all the way round, and that's what Ceanothus will do for you.
Yep, that's why I wanted to share it with everybody, because I want everyone to know what it could look like. We always show you the plants, this is what you're going to get. But the important thing, just like with the fruits, this is what you're going to get, but you want to grow the fruits. Same with Ceanothus, that's what you're going to get, but what's it going to turn into? What can it do for you in a year or two's time? Because gardening is all about patience. All gardeners need patience, and yet I've found so few have any.
Patience and vision, that's all you need, really, for gardening.
And somewhere outdoors.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work if you live in a penthouse. Right, guys, we've got the Nymphophea for you today. This is the Red Hot Poker Flamenco, the triple pack as well. So you're getting 3 of these, or again, you can double up. You do need 6 of them. Now, these are the big, tall, fiery-looking plants, and they are looking super healthy today in the shed. Pretty tough, these as well, Adam, aren't they?
Just as well, really. So I didn't see that, I just dropped it. But the thing is, I did drop it, but look, the root is so vigorous that it's stayed intact. These are the typical plants we're sending out to you, and you may even get some flowers on these this year.
We are metaphorically and physically losing our grip here in YouGarden.
But yeah, Matt said he's seen some of these on the way, because I think you, Bex and Matt, you come in a different way to me, and apparently there's a garden somewhere that's got masses of these.
Yes, these are coming out of the front wall. They're huge.
So, but yeah, they are lovely, lovely plants, and they're making a comeback, because these were very big back in the 70s and the 80s, and then they kind of fizzled out, but now people are realising how gorgeous these are. One thing that is particularly good about them is they keep a lot of this foliage in the winter time.
Oh,
they
that's
don't
nice.
Look at all the mess I made there. Look.
That's right, you're clearing it
They
up.
don't completely disappear. They keep these grass-like leaves all the year through. In spring, you can just tidy them up a little bit, just clip the ends off, but then for 2 or 3 months, you get these wonderful flower spikes coming up that change colour as they age, with the orange on the top turning yellow as the flower gets older, and they will bring in loads and loads of pollinators. Very, very drought tolerant, very hardy, full sun, part shade, in the ground or containers, and you'll just have these for years and years and years and years, and they need very, very, very minimum attention to keep them looking good.
That is the Red Hot Poker. Don't forget, you're getting a triple pack. You can double up if you want to for $19.97. I do like all of these retro planting schemes that we're doing at the moment. You can get your cordylines and your pampas grass and your Nymphophæas all together and have a little 1980s corner of your garden.
Well, even like the Weigela we've got. I mean, Weigelas were a bit of a 70s and 80s plant, but they're all coming back. And I think the reason being is because they've all been rebred to be a lot more compact. They flower a lot more, they're a lot more disease resistant, so they're kind of having a second time around.
Fantastic. If you want to go for those, triple pack available right now, or double up. You can get 6 of them. The Nymphophea Red Hot Flamenco. Right, we're going to go loopy now with the Lupin Gallery Mix. These are the more compact ones, and these are ridiculous value as well. Again, $14.97 gets you 3 different colours as well, the blue, the red and the white, or you can double up and get 2 of each colour for $19.97. That's only £5 more for 3 more plants.
Is that all? For another 5?
Yep.
Another £5 for just 3 more?
Yep.
Whoa, that is good. That is good. And these are lovely.
It's $16.97-ish.
Yeah, I remember that.
$16.98.
I don't remember that year, but I remember the one before. But yeah, I actually planted a pack of 3 of these this week, day before yesterday or thereabouts. which I got from YouGarden, because I haven't got lupins currently and I want them.
Where do they like to be?
They will grow in a sunny, part shade or part sun position. They like a moisture retentive soil that drains reasonably well during winter time, and they make brilliant pot plants, container plants. You can get them to flower a couple of times a year. Each flowering period will last 4 to 6 weeks.
46 weeks?
No, not 46 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. 426 weeks, that's what I'm saying. And if you deadhead the main flower once it's finished, you'll get little side shoots come up that will extend that flowering period. Then once those have gone, chop the main stem off about a foot or so above ground level, give them a really good liquid feed, use our blooming fast. They'll reshoot from further down and they'll give you a second flush of flower a little later on. But these are your quintessential cottage garden plant. There's actually an area along the M25 heading up towards the QE2 bridge where they've escaped into the wild and they're growing on the motorway embankment for miles and miles and miles. And that's how easy they are, because nobody's doing anything with them.
Yeah, proves how tough they are.
They just get left from year to year, and they will seed about, and you can get sort of extra little plants if you want to that could be different from the parent plants. You could end up with your own little lupin hybrid.
Nice. If you're looking for the Gaillardia mix today, remember it is the more compact one, so you can grow these in pots if you want to. If not, mid-border position for these. Fantastic triple pack, or go for the double up deal where you'll get 6, and that's 2 of each colour. That is 2 of the red,
I'll
2
try not to
of
drop
the
it.
white, 2 of the blue. Brilliant quality, rooty plants, well established. If you want to go for these today, you can. If you've got them already, send us some photos. I want to see what they look like. I'm just going to check in on the chat. We were saying that people need patience and a bit of vision to be a gardener. Naomi has patience and vision if only she had the physicalities to do it. She'd like to get out in her garden. So if everybody wants to volunteer to go around to Naomi's and do her heavy lifting and her gardening labour for her, I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
There's 2 things in life that need patience: gardeners and hospitals.
He's right. He's right on both those counts. Also, Suzanne says her lupins have started to flower. Excellent. They're on the way already. Marisha said her ex used to dig up the plants. Well, that's why he's the ex. I should have hit him on the head with a spade. We can't condone violence.
With the spade.
Don't do that. Just threaten to hit him with a spade. You can't actually do it. And we just want to hear... well, Marisha says...
She got a rockery in the garden now.
Marisha has good patience. She has to have good patience because, Derek... I mean, we all know about that. Husbands, eh? You'd have one of those. OK, if you want the Rudbeckia, this is the last thing we're going to show you today before we go back on ourselves and show you some more of the favourites. They are the Rudbeckia Goldsturm, one of our favourites here in the shed. I know Bex loves this one as well. A late summer perennial herbaceous favourite. You're getting 3 of these for $14.97, but you can double up for only £5.
And yeah, these gave me a bit of a gardening epiphany, if I can say it properly.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I never liked yellow. Did not like yellow in my garden before. The previous place where all 3 of us used to work, there used to be a lady gardening presenter there, and she gave me 3 of these samples. Said, take them home with you, give them. And I thought, I don't really want them, Angela, because I don't like yellow. But
Angela, we miss you.
We do. Give us a call sometime. You're still there.
I hope you see. We've been on air with YouGarden TV for like coming up on 3 years. I hope she's watched once. She hasn't told me if she has, but I hope she's just aware of this because she'd like it.
But this Angela, she gave me 3 of these. I planted them. They flowered the same year. I've got about 20 or 30 of these in the garden now. I dug them up. I've divided them. I love them. And they flower for a long, long period of time, from midsummer all the way up until October, November. Lovely, bright, cheery yellow flowers. You've got that dark button in the centre. Each flower can last 3 weeks individually. And you get dozens, if not hundreds, as those plants get bigger and bigger. They come back year after year, very reliably. They will take full sun or part shade, beds and borders, pots and containers, and all you've got to do is just sit back and enjoy them. That's about it, really. That's so easy to grow.
Fantastic plant, really easy to look after. You can get the 3 of those today at ridiculous value, £12.72 to you Discount Club members. Delivered price when you use the offer code. Everything you've seen on all of YouGarden TV today is free delivery. Just use the offer code YGTV2126. That lasts for 2 or 3 weeks. When it stops working, don't worry, come back and check the live shows. We're here every Thursday with you, 2 till 4 p.m. and most Sundays, but not this Sunday because we're going to be live Bank Holiday Monday from 11 a.m. with Bex and with Matt as well. So come back and join us for a Bank Holiday Monday special. We've got so much more to show you. Stick around, guys, but we've got to be going in 5 minutes. So here's some of the things you might have missed One of our favourites, the Gaura Siskiyou Pink. You can double up on these if you want to. Another cottage garden favourite, another late flowering favourite with these long tall stems and an abundance of pink butterfly flowers on top. Go for 3 of those for $14.97 or double up, get the 6-pack for $19.97, only £5 more. If you wanted the Alstroemeria, new to us today, 3 different colours. This is different to the Indian summer you've seen before. You're getting the peachy one and the pinky one and the purpley one. Brand new colours, really detailed petals. They say jumbo plugs, but these are full-on plants, ready to plant out. They can cope with a little bit of shade as well. Give them some sunshine, give them some water, and they are perennial. They'll keep coming back for you every year. Long flowering, they go right into the depths of autumn until the first frosts. 15.29 club members for all 3 varieties delivered today. If you want to do the Geranium Roseanne, one of our absolute favourites, the double up deal on this is incredible. It's the big size, the 2-litre pot you're getting, and you can double up for $19.99, but club members, wait, that's going to be £3 off, $16.99. You're going to get 2 of those home. Make sure you put 2 in your basket, then use our offer code YGTV2126. This is the only ever plant of the centenary at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show. They've never awarded another one, and nobody I know is going to see that ever again. This is a very famous plant, and you can add it into your garden if you haven't already done so. £11.04 for 1, but no, double up deal, $19.99. Club members, that's $16.99 to you to get 2 of those delivered. If you want the Gaillardia, these are a favourite as well today. Those long flowering, deep orange flowers, really sturdy stems on these too, and they flower for a really long time. $19.97 is the double up deal price. It's only £5 more to get 6 of these. $14.97 gets you 3. Put 2 in your basket, use the code $19.97 to get 6 delivered. Remember, club members, that's going to be under £17 for you if you wanted to add these into your garden. Well-drained position for these. Adam says if you want to get them through the winter, don't let them stay wet. If you want the chrysanthemums as well today, these are new to us in the show today. The Chrysanthemum Garden Mum collection. You're getting 18 plants here. You're getting 6 colours and 3 of each colour. In the white, the yellow, the orange, the gold, the pink and the red. Loads of colour varieties there. They're all labelled on the box, so make sure if you've got a colour planting scheme, you keep them all together, but Adam likes to mix them up. And I take his advice because he knows what he's doing when he's coming to gardening. You mix them up, have loads of colours all together, and long flowerings. These start to flower as the days get shorter, for that scientific word I can't remember that I just learned today, but they do. As the days start to get shorter, that's when those chrysanthemums come out and treat you to their flowers. We've had a great day today, haven't we, Adam?
Photoperiodism.
Photoperiodism.
Or photoperiodicity. Yeah.
I just want to remind everybody we've got those before we go.
They're nice, aren't they? I'm glad you mentioned those because I love these.
The urn planters, the
I've got 2 of
callistas,
these.
back in stock. We had these last year. Loads of people love these. Really light. They're not the big heavy planters. And there's so much on the show today you can put into these. One of those Geranium Roseannes tumbling down the side of this would be amazing.
That would look good. Yeah. Brilliant. You could have one of these and the Geranium Roseanne in there. That would look nice.
Is the twin pack for, what, under £25 for 2? Double up deal is only £5 more. You could get 4 for 30 quid.
And these have got a bit of a kind of a French kind of feel to them.
$25.49 for club members to get 4 for those.
They're nice.
Yeah, $7.50 each before you do your club discount. If you like these, if you've seen them before, the callista urn planters, they do come apart for transport. You could do it like that if you wanted to, but I love it with the stand. Really easy to build.
They're a bit
So
Gothic.
simple.
They're a bit French. They're kind of a bit Victorian.
I like what you've done there with the mini standards. If you've got one of our lavender anuc, the mini anuc stand in the middle, let that bush out, and then do a few trailing plants, a bit of bacopa or a rigoron around the outside. Love those. If you want to get them, they are available today. Maybe add them into your order before you check out. We've got to go. Remember, we're not going to be here Sunday. This show will be repeated, and I'll put a big banner on the show going. We're not live, but we are live tomorrow on Bank Holiday Monday. Join us Bank Holiday Monday with Bex here from 11 a.m. and let us know what gardening you've been doing over the weekend. Enjoy the sun, everybody. Goodbye from me and Adam. Adam's back on TikTok at 5 o'clock.
See you later.